So just as a recap.
Yeah. See, this is probably where I'll cut in.
Because it's been a hot minute since we played.
It's been more than a hot
minute.
Our fans have been emailing me constantly.
Yeah.
Have they?
No.
Okay. You've been emailing yourself?
I really zeked this one up.
Hi-oh.
So you all discovered a bunch of secret documents were all some sort of reports on all of you.
Mm-hmm.
I found a key.
You found a top secret key
In a mailbox, right?
in the back of a mailbox.
Yeah.
In your mail. No,
It
it
was-
wasn't in the back.
It was Gabe's.
It was
It
Gabe's.
was in Lucas's mailbox.
Lucas's mailbox.
Oh, yeah.
Been brooding around. And then didn't you jump out the window?
No, that was the first episode. I wanted to jump out the
Oh, you
window,
did,
but they
No,
made
that
a
was the
fucking
second
paint
one.
trap. The window was painted.
Oh yeah,
What?
that's right. We
The
decided
X
to
card's
make
on
it-
the table.
We decided to make it so that you can't
Unjumpable.
keep jumping out of the windows.
I don't know. I think it would have been a great trope.
Called DM interference. Anytime he's not allowed to jump out of the window, he's going to call foul now.
So it turns out that the documents were all signed off by both of Lucas's parents.
And then there also was a picture
Of our parents.
Yeah.
But,
Yeah.
Even though they're supposed to be on vacation somewhere.
Yeah. you-
Also, a picture of my dad, who I haven't seen in years.
Yeah.
Correct.
And but there was no picture of them in my file, which led to my epic comment. Wait, was I adopted?
That's right.
In addition to once you found said
Document.
dossier of important informations of some type, you decided to sneak into what turns out to be a
Basement complex.
rather active basement military complex under what's supposed to be
The hospital.
With a huge
Leading.
long hallway so that Derek could get us to the building that he wanted it to be under, rather than the building that we said it was under.
No,
It's in the.
because-
He left it to me, so he's like, I'm like, oh, it's in the basement of the hospital, and then Derek's like, no.
I did not say
No,
no.
I know you didn't.
I just let it go.
I know. You did. I think you were thinking it was going to be in a different building. Though.
And then one of the guards who tried to stop us had like visions or something. Wasn't that the case?
No. I had my super secret power reveal, which is basically I can mind jetty.
Oh yeah, you can do these are
And
not the
then-
droids you're
Vision
looking
of-
for.
yes.
And then I tried to.
But then you forced still the shot to wound him.
Well,
to go
so
with
yeah,
the vision.
so
Got
Millie,
shot.
not Bobby Brown,
Yeah.
made attack dogs appear,
That's right.
But I didn't
and
do
because
a very
he
good
text
job.
messaged me and said somehow make sure Zach loses his arm.
Yeah.
You did text him that? Oh,
Yeah.
you did.
Yeah,
Because at the start, like a couple
that was one
episodes
of
ago,
his-
I
that
had
was
like
one
the
his-
vision
part
of
his
like
visions.
Yeah.
Zach missing an arm
So
and
we're, like,
and then
past that
David
day?
being dead.
And wasn't
So,
it like
starting-
Richard had a bloody nose and then nothing had happened to Millie? I feel like someone had a bloody
Millie's
nose.
better at her superpowers than Richard. Than Jacob, Jim
Jimbo.
Jaboo.
Jimbo the Third, or Jimbo Latois. So Millie created
James.
attack dogs.
But it didn't work very well.
And-
They just like kind of flickered.
Yeah,
in
they
and
sort
out.
of went
enough for everybody to notice, and
and
then
especially the guard who took a shot at them, and Zach ended up getting like some sort of bullet graze.
Yeah.
I think it went through. It's fine.
It's going to get gangrenous.
It-
it falls off.
It's like just a slight burn mark on his
there's
his
like
arm.
a pink
Yeah.
line. That's
Yeah.
all it is.
Because otherwise, then we would have to do some serious like.
Regardless of how much he's actually hurt, he will insist he's been shot.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
I
We
mean,
shot at, so if,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
it wasn't in this general direction.
Yeah.
Oh god.
that's what it was. He was shot at.
Yeah.
His shirt maybe like has a hole in it now, but his
I'm
arm,
fine with him
his
being
arm
slightly
does not.
like grazed or wounded. Like, it's,
Some trickle of blood.
I think it would make for a more interesting story if we had to contend with that. Because like, how is he going to hide it from his parents?
And they would also have his DNA sampled to know that he was there. Just saying.
Sure.
Well,
If we could
the
make
blood got
Liam's-
all soaked up by the sleeve. There wasn't enough.
What?
There's some on the bullet.
If we,
They could
did we
find
find
that.
out Liam's power already?
Liam
No,
does-
not yet.
I don't know if you have one
Liam-
planned, but
I do not.
an
I haven't-
indestructible
wait.
being indestructible, so that's why he keeps crashing bikes, but is totally fine. He just nothing hurts him. Just
It just gets up.
Just
Maybe.
my words.
Nothing hurts him apart from the words.
So
he can jump out of windows with no problem at all. Needs
Head
a one on
first.
it.
as you try and use your powers,
Bad things will crop up.
you have to start using the rules.
You are to. So I let y'all do them free for the first time, or first time or two. But
You.
Yeah. My superpower of getting
now
hit in the head
realize
is
you're
coming in
causing
super
this.
handy.
You get all that hair up there.
Yeah.
Keeps your head.
Now he is
You're
suspicious.
now aware.
Yeah.
Because it's too many times that it's happened for her to
Like,
not figure
I have
out.
the plan for what, yeah. I have a plan.
So,
you're precog. Is that what you are? The
Yeah,
ability
he's
to
precog.
see brief, confusing glimpses of the future.
yeah, that's him.
Only when I get hit in the head.
Your pneumopathy, right? The ability to create false memories. No, that was
That's me.
False
No.
memories. Mine is visions.
Oh, your
Realistic visions.
hallucinopathy, the ability to create incredibly lifelike illusions. So you roll, you all roll under 2d4. I gotta quickly look that up because I remember there was a big confusion about that on the Facebook group.
Yeah.
And you want to roll under. When it's successful, you still take some sort of minor, whether it's like a bloody nose or like
think it's-
headaches or
Yeah, it's based on what you set the difficulty at, and then like we have to roll 2d4 as our thing.
right.
So if you set the difficulty at say 7, we roll 2d4 and roll a 6. We failed by 1.
right.
We can
and
use
then
1 to
you-
bump it up, but if we roll an 8, we've succeeded by 1, and that's better than a success by like 4.
No, you want to succeed in the thing, the special ability to happen. It's the roll under.
Oh gosh.
Welcome to learning how to play kids on bikes.
Session 5, 6. What are we at now?
Well.
Oh, it's 5 because I need another title card.
Yeah,
I remember now.
I'll get that to you. Not today.
Not today.
Um,
The DM is also our graphic designer.
Uh,
I'm gonna edit that out so people think I did it.
yeah, it is. Where is it? It's right here.
I need to start failing at stuff so I can get some adversity tokens.
That is why he's been running into things.
Yeah, that's part of it.
Just so he can fail and build up his tokens. That's all he's been doing.
Not really, but
I can do a cartwheel. Bup, bup, bup.
So technically, there's supposed to be a singular powered character that everyone
Controls.
drives, but we're not doing that.
Because the system is diverse and versatile enough that we can do whatever we want. Thanks, Doug and
John.
John.
So to do a psychic action, you spend 1 psychic energy,
That's it.
and then roll 2d4. You subtract the roll on the dice from the GM established difficulty value.
Mm-hmm.
If the result is 0 or negative,
Because you're under.
so a roll under,
Yeah.
the character suffers a minor injury, whether that's a nosebleed or a muscle twitch or headache or something.
Hands falling off
No, it's your arm.
for Zach.
If, however, the result is 1 or greater,
Zeke hits puberty early.
you can either spend more psychic energy tokens to go under, or
Right.
the thing just fails and your Jedi mind trick doesn't happen.
What's the fancy name for my power? Lobster? Lobster man power? Object read. I like touch things and I know its history. It'll make you do
I
all
don't
this work.
understand. Like,
You
how
said everyone
many
else's fancy
psychic-
name.
psychic-
Touchy story
Psychometry.
poke.
Oh, psychometry.
How many psychic point thingy things do we have? Things.
I don't know yet.
I've only got one adversity token, so I don't know.
Can the psychic things be adversity tokens?
No.
You,
I have one adversity token, but that's mainly because no one wants to play with me.
No, it's because you keep succeeding and stuff and disappearing.
Well, sorry about that.
It's telling you.
Ooh, I see that you have your Teens on Space pin on your bag. That's
Of
super
course.
cool.
Yes.
Gotta stay on.
What do you
brand.
do to keep them on your bag? Nothing? They just fall off and you just be sad?
Are they backed?
I mean, yeah, they're. Some
Yeah.
of them, like my Twin Peaks one, has like the locking clips on it. I got to
Yeah,
get
that
more of
too.
those, but shipping is always incredibly expensive when you're like, I'm gonna order 50 locking pin backs for like 5 cents, and it's like $50 in shipping.
Yeah, that's the way it'd be.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta get yourself like a shipping point on the across the border.
But
But I don't like doing the. I can't
But
drive across
then
the
I-
border.
that
Yeah, well,
then you
you
need
know.
a passport.
Then you need to
Not
know
all of
someone
us
who
have
can
been to
across
jail.
the border.
And know
No,
somebody
no,
will,
it's because of
will keep him
passport.
company.
Sure.
I mean, you can.
Your passport is invalid because of your alleged crimes?
Not.
No,
they're
I
not
let it
alleged.
I let my passport lapse, so I have to go through the whole process from scratch.
Yep.
My birth certificate is falling apart. I was adopted, so it's like possibly 16 weeks for me to get a new birth certificate.
Oh,
Just gotta plan ahead for the trip.
No, I'm doing it right now. I already got my first snail mail back. Oh, we need your mother's original maiden name as well. You didn't fucking say that in the form, didn't you? And they send it to
Kids
me
are
by
bad.
mail,
Rescued
and I
by
have to
Canadian
return it.
bureaucracy.
They send it to me by snail mail, and I have to return it by snail mail.
What's
It's funny
snail
'cause-
mail?
It's when you put something in an envelope and then you stick it to the back of a snail and it.
Inches slowly.
Do you remember the
It's
when
funny
we
because
went
the
to
bad guys
post
in our campaign are
office
Canadian
in,
bureaucracy. Hey, well,
We have a hidden agenda that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
At the end of it, we just close it with a PSA.
PSA.
And he was talking like they didn't use
Segregate
email,
Alberta from
and they
Canada.
just use snail mail.
you're gonna say something
Viewership in
really
Alberta goes down 100%.
The one guy in Alberta.
Can I make that happen quicker?
The views of our DM do not necessarily reflect those of.
Hey, Gabe's on board with my views as well.
He's not from Alberta.
I've been there once. It's pretty good. They got football teams out there. I like football.
Excuse me.
So once you get your psychic powers, you have 7. You start with 7 psychic tokens.
Oh, okay. I did not write that down
How
because
do you
I was
get
not
them?
aware of it.
You
Sweet.
get a psychic power.
No, how do you get them back?
You fail at being psychic.
You
Never do.
You there is. That's actually.
I believe you take a long rest. They replenish at the beginning of every chapter. Or you can grab the mushroom power up, and that will give you more psychic token. Also, it makes you bigger.
Oh, there's this whole
Doesn't
paragraph for
understand that
replenishing
reference.
mental energy.
Mario's still relevant,
He doesn't
and he still uses the same powers.
Who?
If he doesn't understand it, it's
What
because
page
you
is
don't
this?
let your kid play
What
video
page
games
is-
because
you
you're a
just
bad
said-
mom.
Oh, that's
Who?
teens. Is that kids or
That's
No, it's
teens.
It's teens.
Listen, it's not my
I like-
fault if
I
you're
like
raising your
these
child
people.
wrong.
The Goody Two Shoes improvement.
He's been too busy playing Spider-Man.
It's a generic rest
Spider-Man.
action. to replenish your
Psychic tokens.
psychic
Fly boy.
tokens.
So I take a
basically, when you
nap?
sleep,
Or, something else.
I like this game.
You don't take a nap. Your character does. Although now I guess David is just going to be asking to nap all the
Yeah.
time. You're not even psychic yet.
What does David do? Crashes bikes,
Sleep.
naps.
Listen, if you crash your bike, you're not allowed to nap because we're afraid you have a concussion.
actually,
No
the reason
psychic
why he's crashing his bike is because he has narcolepsy and he falls asleep. It's
Ooh, I like it. I
Yeah.
like it.
He has a really strong superpower, but the super weakness is that he falls asleep all the time afterwards. He's like, oh yeah, you can change the fabric of reality, although you take a 20-minute nap afterwards.
20 minutes. I do that.
That seems fair. Do that all the
It's just a
time.
bunch of us waiting around for you to do stuff.
The first thing I would do is change the fabric of reality so that I don't have to take 20-minute naps every time. This is the wish for infinite wishes thing. The genies don't like.
Yeah. No wishing for infinite wishes. I wish for infinite genies. Damn it.
I wish for infinite genies.
If only he had the superpower of the ability to read. The DM has just passed Liam. Very exciting.
Okay.
So if we read through
Superpower.
the deck of powers and find the one
So
that's
you
missing,
can-
we'll know
you
which
can-
one he
You can
has.
write that on your thing somewhere.
But I don't know.
You have
what
to
he
do
has.
that once. This session, you get it for free. After that, then you start using psychic
Rules.
tokens to
You can
control it. But
you can try to make it useful or fun or funny or pointless.
Or you can do whatever the hell you want.
Exactly.
so the first time
Pencils
you
in that
use it,
case?
it should
Jen?
feel like
That could be really hard.
Jen was eating
like
pencils.
something appropriate.
Pencil
Like
crayons.
it just
That
happens
case looks like a
because
pencil
of
crayon
something.
case, and like from this angle, it looks like the erasers for pencils. But it's trail mix you're eating, and I thought you were eating pencils.
Everybody is welcome to my comics.
Everyone
It's
is
like
welcome to your pencils.
my.
Can you give me some almonds? That's the only thing I like from that. Well, no, there's not any.
So I have like a big 3-kilogram jug of mixed nuts, like the big like $30. Surprisingly, it didn't come from Costco. And there were like 5 Brazilian nuts in it.
Oh.
I was so upset.
Why?
And then I went and Googled
Why were
it
you upset?
because Brazil nuts are
They're so
The-
expensive.
they're the number one nut.
A friend of mine would
For
have been
me,
upset
I'm
for a
not
different
fun.
reason because he is allergic to Brazil nuts.
Well, no, he would have been excited because there would have been like
Well, no,
nuts
they,
in there.
they kill him. So,
Oh, yeah,
so
yeah.
they would have contaminated the entire thing.
Sure. And then I went and looked it up, and it was like they're extremely high in selenium,
Sure.
which
You make a
you-
shampoo out of it.
so you can't eat a lot of them because then you'll get selenium poisoning. And then I was looking up like the effects of selenium poisoning, and it was like irritability. And I was like,
know.
you want to see me be irritable? Tell me I can't eat more than 5 Brazil nuts in like this giant. It was like 90% cashews, and cashews are crazy
Why did you
expensive.
buy it if
'Cause
you're not happy with the contents?
Because
Oh.
he didn't realize that it was that slim.
I was happy with the cashews. I just thought they would be like a few
Nothing's
more
good
Brazil
enough for
nuts.
you.
A few more Brazil nuts.
So, how would we have known if you
I
were
mean,
irritable?
it's-
Because you're irritable anyways.
Yeah.
Extra irritable, I guess.
Even more so.
Maybe I have selenium poisoning because I just like am addicted to Brazil nuts.
Can you pass me that eraser?
Actually, I learned an interesting fact about nuts recently. Did you know that they put up the price of beer nuts to $3.75, but deer nuts still remain under $1?
There's the door.
We're not even old enough to tell dad jokes.
I love dad jokes.
Like, I should be the one that's doing
You're
it.
all mad, but you're all slightly chuckling.
Hey, I enjoy
I'm
a
not
good.
mad.
I enjoy a good dad joke.
Yeah, you were mad and then you giggled.
I'm mad.
Kids on bikes!
I'm mad at how long it took me to get it.
Uh,
I was like, no.
I've never had deer nuts before.
I was like, what are deer nuts? They sound delicious.
Millie,
I always
listen.
wonder. I wonder
Stick
Go
to
out to
fishing.
Alberta. They call
yeah,
them
I'm
prairie
sure those are
oysters.
prairie oysters in Alberta.
Nebraska.
So my first question then will be: how long has passed since we escaped from the facility?
Oh, but we didn't actually
Enough
recap
for
what happened after
you
the
to-
shot.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I got shot, and then we
And
everyone
then
started joking
died
about
of
stuff.
urge.
Right.
I mean, we
Or
worked
down.
further way, worked
Yeah.
our way further into it. We
Yeah.
basically
Well,
came
you got
to
yourself
a room.
to like some
The
sort
save
of
point.
contamination. Yes, you
Yeah,
got yourself to a
the
save
save
point.
And we
Um,
decided not to put on the cloak and go on each other's shoulders like smart people would have and Scooby-Doo our way through this thing.
Right.
Hi, Bob. Hi, Frank.
Hi. Told you we shouldn't have put Zeke on top. Heavy.
You're good. Just like Lucas is just doing walking lunges.
I wrote
Well,
written
Well,
down
also
in
you.
my notes.
And we forgot to mention the
Zach
fact
got
that
shot a little.
Zeke had that little homing device or something
Yeah.
in his leg,
Um,
and that was causing him to get worse and worse as we were making our way in.
Yeah.
And you
And-
refused to let me go after it with a knife.
Let's
Let's
also
cut it out.
let's also neglect to recap the fart circus that happened going up the ladder, please. We spent far too long on that. I was editing that part. I'm like, when does it stop? We're still talking about Zeke's ass.
Why would you edit that? That's
I didn't edit it out. I was
No.
listening to the tape. But I'm
Oh,
like,
okay.
He made a point of talking about how it just evolves into fart jokes at the end, and I was like, did it? There was some, and then I listened to it and I'm like, oh yeah, yep.
That went on for
Because-
like a solid
because-
15 minutes.
yes, I clocked it out.
It scarred you.
Um,
You can never appreciate a good fart.
So after the
joke again.
recap, do my friends forgive me for farting right into their faces?
Well, it was only James. So
Alright, yeah.
you have to ask him about
No,
that.
I also managed to roll away
How do you roll away on a ladder?
because he had his
Afterwards.
ass on my face, and I rolled away so he didn't fart right into
Yeah,
my nose.
once they got up to the surface.
We collapsed. We got up there, but we kind of collapsed.
But-
And he collapsed on me.
Anyways,
I don't remember where the tunnel came up.
I really hope that you edited
It
that with
was.
pictures.
It was
for the...
just a little north of
Oh, right. Yeah.
it's a little north of
because
that spot.
it's close to the dew station.
Right. That's right.
Because that's kind of tying into the one rumor that the base is actually being used for something else.
Mm-hmm.
From way back.
Yep. So that is all the things that happened last time.
Oh, there was also, we found some kind of electronic device in the pen that David
Then
Flush
we
it
stole
down.
from
Yeah,
the, yeah,
that-
and then he flushed it down the toilet before
And it
we
didn't
could
get
go.
past the bend. And
Yeah, and so
That's-
now it's like permanently in
Yeah, that was
We're
Lucas's-
kids. We don't know how things work.
yeah, Lucas was so upset about that. It's not going to get past the bend.
My dad's gonna make me get that out of there.
Well, Lucas probably has some plumbing understanding because all he eats is roasted chicken,
Boiled chicken.
boiled chicken.
Yes, he
Boiled
does not
chicken
even
and
roast it.
egg sandwiches. I am a poultry.
There's way too much
poultry
carbs in
supporter.
sandwiches. You just eat the eggs.
Yeah.
I
Have
think
it
that
raw
was
for breakfast.
that was the
No,
offering
carbs-
for us
carbs.
as guests.
Yeah.
He had the chicken stuff. So, are we picking things up right there?
No, we
Okay.
will.
Just get out. We're just like, see you later, guys. Bye. He's still bleeding from his arm. He just gets home. Hey, Mom, I'm gonna go suture myself in the bathroom. I got homework to do.
So, do you,
Mom, do you have your sewing stuff and some sort of stick to bite down on? got some alcohol to pour in the wound.
From the way you described it, he wasn't wounded that bad.
do
It was
you
a graze.
if you want it to be a through and through, we can pick up with
I assumed
We
it
need to
was.
bring him back to the hospital.
I assumed it was because then we would have the problem of how do we deal with this without alerting the authorities, going to the hospital,
All right.
and like I don't know. I just thought it was another challenge. But,
All
I
right,
mean,
well.
I don't.
Dear diary, my best friend's been shot. My best friend's been shot. My best friend's been shot. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, my best friend's been shot. What do we do?
Zeke, why are you talking out in the woods here?
Nothing, just taking a poop.
The dear
Your dear diaries all happen while you're on the can or otherwise
Wait, of
evacuated.
course they do. I begrudgingly take one of the Galaxy Defender Man comics and rip out the bag for for toilet paper.
Like, instead of using a leaf.
I'm not that smart.
I thought that was your
No, he
best
wants
jet.
paper.
Aren't you
No, I got a couple copies.
Are you a
of this.
scout?
Yeah, I am. I guess. I am
Paper's
going
better
to
than
use.
leaves.
I am going to use some leaves around me now.
Some-
I don't want to act as the DM, but I want to make sure I'm not using poisonous leaf. Do I need to roll, or do I know well enough?
So okay. So we'll do a bit of retconning.
Okay.
You've been
It can be a graze.
it's
I think it should be something that needs to be tended to.
okay, sure. So you were hit. It is enough to cause,
Abrasions.
some sort of.
Like a tricep tear?
Where's the tricep, Keith?
Right here.
It's a tricep.
Triceps, this muscle right here.
The one with all the definition.
Enough damage to, cause you to do some bleeding,
I am
but
Lucas in real
but
life.
probably not so much that like
I will lose the use of my arm.
you like
There.
Faint.
like
Blood
it's
loss.
kind of the shot where like you could probably, if you were an adult, fix yourself up, but without needing like immediate medical supervision.
Okay. I'm good with that.
So like if you don't do anything, you'll just have an awesome scar, kind of thing. I'd maybe keep some sort of like rubbing alcohol or
Well, I think we also said that
iodine.
Zach has some amount of first aid experience or something like that. So he at least will know enough to probably disinfect it and put gauze on it.
Sure. Okay, so we have to, because Gabe's not here.
Explain how he didn't get out of the bunker.
No, he got out.
We can leave him in the bunker.
We look around and we're like, "Where's Lucas?"
Yeah, 1, 2. Uh-oh.
We will leave him in the bunker.
I don't know if that's what we want to do, but it's something that occurred to me.
Yeah, no, that's super smart.
He was hungry, and so he went chasing some chicken.
Yeah, he saw the buffet catering lady walking down the hall, and he was like,
We can also get chased by people, and he can be one of the ones who are caught.
Right.
So even if he made it out,
Ooh, I like that
Sure.
one.
net gun.
Lucas is the sort of character / Gabe is the sort of player who would want to like still continue to snoop around if he could, and because his parents are like all over this, they're like written on all of our things.
Yeah.
He probably is a little bit more peeved
Oh,
/ intrigued. Than
Who can do a
everyone else.
good Lucas impression? Who wants to attempt one and be like, guys, go back in.
I think maybe you.
"Do it."
Alright.
So we will start.
We're not
with-
gonna make it. You will clank. Little executive decision for you.
We will start with obviously our dear diaries, and if Zeke wants to reenact
Pooping in the woods.
Lucas's last minutes in the tunnel, we can do that.
Everyone, do your best fart noises to help.
Dear diary. Dear diary. It's been a crazy day already. My best friend got shot in the arm, and it's freaking me out because the vision that I had seems to be becoming more and more true. I'm really afraid of what's going to happen. He might lose his whole arm. At least the rest of my friends are safe here in the woods. I've got other problems to deal with right now, but that's about it. I got more stuff to attend to. Whew. Yeah. Guys, I'm coming!
I really want to make you roll for Poison Oak, but
We don't have the damn time. Dear Diary, Zeke is off having one of his diary poops.
Diary poop.
He's having diarrhea. This too.
How come we don't have more listeners, guys?
Anyway. So I wasn't sure when we were going to do the Dear Diaries, if there was going to be any time pass, so I had the idea that, like, Zach would write a diary for his parents that was just normal, like, hey, Zeke's out of the hospital, and we're glad to hang out with him, and everything is normal, and nothing is weird.
I mean, you don't actually have to be as in character writing in a journal.
Well, but I mean...
This could be like
that was...
you just popped up out of the tunnel and are like laying in the grass catching your breath.
Right, no, I know, but if
and
like
you're just like...
if there was time and he had to do another one of his journal assignments, which is how I decided early how he was going to do them. But in this case, it's like... Oh, boy. Oh, there are so many questions. What is in Zeke's leg? Where are we? Or where were we? Where's Lucas? Where's Lucas? Zeke, stop pooping. Need to get to some medical equipment. Zeke, stop pooping. And finally, I need to find some gloves so that I don't learn the histories of everything I touch forever. He's going to become a vegetarian super quick. Because he's like, every time you touch meat, you're like, oh, this cow had a family.
BAM!
Oh no, this one was Charlotte. Bacon.
This cow had dreams.
This one was pooped on.
Your mom's like, come give me a hug. Be like, no!
Okay, Mom.
I saw how
Super
it was
awkward.
made.
My son doesn't want to hug me anymore.
Anyway.
That's like the worst power ever.
That's pretty
So,
bad power.
You finished with your...
Yeah.
Dear Diary, I've been more tired lately. I think I'm gonna have to go to bed soon.
It starts already. He wants these naps. He wants to earn a... Is there a maximum psychic tokens we can have? Does it go above 7?
7 max.
So yeah, sleeping now is not going to do anything for you.
I know.
He's just getting tired.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
Hey, he's establishing backstory.
He's setting it up so that he has plausible deniability later. I've always said that David was always tired.
Dave's a hardcore napper for an 8-year-old.
What do you, what would be the ideal sleeping situation? A hammock, a bed, or a street corner?
Beanbag,
Street
corner?
A school desk.
closet full of
I
balloons.
sleep through the
You
whole
long for your
day.
school desk, huh?
He's the past Soup Can Dan come forward from the past.
What?
When Teens in Space gets played, please make a Soup Can Dan character that is available there. Can we meet Soup Can Dan this episode?
That's up to you guys.
Yes.
You're the...
We need answers from an adult we can trust. I know somebody!
Let's go to the underpass where Soup Can Dan lives in his hovel. But let's wait until the rest of us finish our inner thoughts.
Everybody stand here and think for a second. Everybody looks off to the distance.
Secretly, he has like a bat cave, and he's actually rich.
It's
but
a can
He
cave.
pretends he doesn't.
He
Soup
definitely
Can
pretends
Dan.
a lot of things, so... We need somebody to suture you up, and we need an adult we can trust. I'm saying, it's coming together.
Oh, I don't know if I trust
Those who
Soup Can
can't
Dan.
see, my
Hand
fingers are doing
sanitizer
the
wasn't,
cross
invented
finger
yet.
thing.
Mutual support.
I don't know. Listen, Soup Can Dan has 7 fingers total. I don't know if I trust him to suture my shoulder.
Who else do you trust at this point?
I trust my parents. I just
The
don't want
ones
them.
we found in the dossier? Use your brains,
We
Zach.
found pictures of my dad. You never met my dad.
Right.
You don't know my dad.
Or did he? Well,
If Zeke is really
No,
your
that's-
name,
Yeah. It's his-
secretly age-reduced dad. No wonder I don't like you. I'm kidding.
that does make
Future
sense.
dad.
Millie.
Times
All right,
Think.
Jim.
Millie, have thoughts.
The weirdest thing just happened, and I can't figure it out. We were down in that corridor, and there was a guard, and he was pointing a gun at us, and I just really, really was wanting to protect my friends, and I was thinking how I could do that, and then all of a sudden, these guard dogs appeared, and they looked exactly like the ones that I'd seen in a TV show the other day.
They look like chihuahuas.
No,
Yeah,
that's
they-
not.
No, they,
No, they were guard dogs.
They were made into small dogs.
I don't remember. I thought they were chihuahuas.
Attack chihuahuas are the most dangerous of all chihuahuas.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it must have been me. I can't figure out how I did it. But now it made me think of when that time we saw Zeke in the van, but he wasn't really in the van. All I remember thinking was how I thought he was in danger and I was really, really worried about him. And then we saw him
He's pooping.
and then he disappeared. But
Hmm?
Never mind.
Okay.
He's pooping. I'm sneezing.
Lucas saw it too, so I didn't know whether it was me or not. But now I'm thinking that I did that. And I have no idea how. I need to
Do you want
figure
him
it
not
out.
to? Do you want us not to go there?
No, you can't.
Oh, sweet.
Go
yeah.
where?
I
It's,
can't tell you.
it's just a thing that says don't go see Soup Can Dan.
Soup Can
And
Dan
that's it. And done.
is all our fathers. We are all
Oh,
his
no.
offspring. Our fathers are not who we think it is.
Okay.
He was a suave man from the
uh,
60s.
We are not going to explore weird eugenics in with this game.
Man, you want us to do anything.
I thought,
Can't dig stuff out of Zeke's leg with a knife.
okay. I wish I had another joint.
Yeah, that buzz didn't last long, did it?
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Feels like I'm going to have to wait 35 years before it gets legalized around here.
It's just a
But
feeling.
I wish I knew what
I
the
really
hell-
wish my friend from school, Mr. Trudeau, would
Yeah, you
who has same ideas,
Sorry, sorry, Rich.
who's on an internship.
Can I continue?
Yes.
Sorry, apologize.
Zeke, stop pooping so loud.
I wish I knew what the hell Zeke ate so I could tell him not to do it. Guy's got the grossest farts.
He farts when he's nervous.
Nah.
I thought he'd peed when
What's-
he was nervous.
What's up with my parents? Why was the picture in David's and not mine? Why can I put memories in people's heads? It's. I mean, is this?
Why is Duran
Are
Duran my
we?
favorite?
Why the hell are there files on all of us and all this weird stuff is happening?
Why am I hungry
Why
like
is
the
there a
wolf?
why? Why
Sorry.
am I hungry like the wolf? Okay, that's one of my guilty pleasures. I admit, Duran Duran. But so many questions. Like it's. I always hated everybody for being so normal, and now I'm finding out there's nothing normal about this place. Freaking secret labs, corridors, guards, guns. I just don't know what to make of my life anymore.
I think James is having an existential crisis.
If it makes you feel any better,
And
I'm
I'm
pretty sure the
slightly
baseball
stoned.
team
I'm
is
still
entirely
slightly
normal.
stoned.
He's stoned, having a midlife crisis. Be careful, he might buy himself a Porsche.
He can't. Crisis at 14.
Yeah.
He can. His family's very, very rich.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
I think they'd buy me one
No,
first.
I buy paperwork that says I'm from a farmer's family, so I can drive at 14.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
To be fair, there's probably not a Porsche dealer in.
No, I'd have to probably
One
go.
super out of business.
That's our
Come
new
on,
mission.
guys, let's go!
Our new mission is to get the Yellowknife so James can buy a Porsche. Drive us around.
I don't know if there'd even be a Porsche dealership in Yellowknife.
There must
Like
be a guy who knows.
Toronto.
Yeah.
Maybe Dawson.
Where
Get
would
one
you go?
airlifted in.
I've driven on the Dempster Highway. Most of that stuff's not really paved. You would not want to bring a Porsche anywhere near that area.
I mean, there's a dude that drives a Lambo around Guelph, and I'm like, who are you? Have you
just
not
the raddest guy in Guelph.
like
Oh, that guy.
I think
Wait,
that guy's pretty
think-
cool, whoever he may be.
Yeah, whatever. Unknown masked guy.
like
Is that the one that the paint job looks like a chalkboard?
oh, there's multiple Lambos.
I only saw it one time.
I think
like,
there's
several years
I don't know.
ago.
I think there's a like an exotics rental dealership around
Wait,
here.
is it the one that says no club on the back?
Oh, I've never
Or
looked
is
at
that
his
a
license
different
plate.
one?
I know there's a dude
No, it
that
says
comes up
no,
to this
like, on
intersection
the, like,
quite regularly,
back
and
window.
he always stalls going through the intersection. I'm like, you're grinding like $250,000 worth of gears right now, buddy.
He can probably afford to.
Anyway, so that's
Anyways,
my
guys,
entry.
we need. Whew! Oh, that was a big one, guys. Thanks for waiting.
Zeke, pull your pants up, please.
Oh, sorry.
Forgot.
Yeah. Throw up my belt and stuff like that. Man, we barely made it out there. High five, everybody. High five. Anybody? High five?
I
Yeah.
can't really lift my arm right now.
Oh, Zeke. Yeah. Oh, we gotta get
You're
some.
Zeke, I'm Zach.
Zach, you need.
I'm
We should've thought
still
this through.
asleep, luckily.
We
so
got
I
to.
don't-
We gotta wake up David. We gotta get that arm looked at.
Yeah.
Very nonchalant for somebody who's just been shot. Okay, he's in shock, obviously. We need a decision maker around here.
Lucas, where?
Lucas!
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Lucas. Did anybody see Lucas?
I thought he was
Guys, my wish came
behind
true.
David.
David, where was Lucas? He was coming up the tunnel right after you.
I'm still asleep.
Somebody wake him up. David, wake up! Wake up, David.
Huh? What?
Lucas, where is Lucas? He came up the tunnel right behind you. What's going on? Where is he?
I fell asleep. I don't know where he went.
Did anybody see Lucas at all?
Well, let's.
I was busy taking care of you.
I'm going to try the. I'm assuming submarine style hatch.
Oh yeah, yeah it is.
And because Lucas has reefed it closed, there's
Oh,
no
yeah,
way I
with-
can
with
open
his,
it
with his
with
upper
one
army body.
I can't do it.
You guys think Lucas went back down?
I don't know that he came up.
He may never have.
Guys, this is not good.
No, because he's going to squeal.
I don't think
Lucas is not a squealer. I know him. He's my best friend.
he's a
Suddenly
screamer.
squeals.
Hey. what am I complaining about? Yeah, Lucas is your best friend. I agree.
In the words of my mom, who told me this one time, completely independent thought, if you like it, put a ring on it. So, that means if you want to be my friend, you gotta get with my friends. What? What?
What?
Guys, I've had a long day.
You're not flashing forward to events that have yet to happen in, say, pop music.
No. Guys, okay. We have to deal with a couple realities right now. One person here is bleeding out.
Who's that? Oh, right.
One person can barely stay awake, and we're missing somebody from our party. If this
And-
was Galaxy Defender Man, I know exactly what he would do.
David just collapses on the ground to sleep.
And if I know my Zeke history, he will have to poop again in 15 minutes. So
That may be so. But
Known pretty
in
well
Galaxy
for
Defender
somebody
Man,
who isn't
when he
your
was
best friend.
being attacked by Cyron Boy on the planet
when did
Neptunius.
Cyron Boy happen?
Just now.
book?
This was the 12th one in the series. Yes.
I
So
thought
where
it
we
was
at?
only up to issue 5.
It's been a while.
It has literally been a couple of hours.
In my fan fiction that I write of Galaxy Defender Man,
All
There
right,
is.
all right. I
when
get it.
Galaxy Defender Man was on Neptunio fighting Siron Boy, and he couldn't figure out what to do. He went to go talk to Galaxy Oracle Man, which is the seer of all things in the galaxy. So what we need to do is do like Galaxy Defender Man and go find ourselves an Oracle.
Wait,
someone we can trust.
Are these all these legacy characters from the previous run from like the 50s?
Yes, it is.
How do you
Why
know
did-
that?
He doesn't shut up about it.
Yeah,
Wait,
boy.
who is the villain again?
Siron Boy?
No, you were talking about Necromanners.
That's another one.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
multiple
I was
bad
just-
guys.
no,
yeah.
Siron Boy.
Necromanners is actual canon. This is his fanfic, which is based
Sure.
on the 50s.
Sure.
the 50s comics.
And then we had to. He went to go talk to
Yeah,
Galaxy
yeah, and
Oracle Man.
It wasn't the bad guys,
In
the
Neptunia.
dreaded Red Menace, that were all yellow.
Absolutely. Red Menace, all yellow. Those were the guys that.
I thought it was Red Problem.
Red Problem? Yeah. There's two factions.
Really bad at naming things.
There's two factions. There's Red Menace and Red
well,
Problem.
it's,
Yeah.
it's like the 50s guy. Every male hero had to be Galaxy something.
Yeah.
It's
Galaxy
something man.
Oracle Man.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm gonna have to commission a friend to do a Galaxy Defender Man comic series.
Please do. Please do.
With
That'll be our second item of merch. After the
I'm saying when we play Teens in Space,
And then our
when
third
that happens,
is
his
David's
batter
bike.
make an
It's just-
appearance.
Oh, yeah,
it's
no.
just-
I will be
no, no.
so mad if Galaxy Defender Man doesn't show up somewhere.
Teens in Space
Yeah.
is just the story of Galaxy Defender Man.
Yes.
It's his origin story.
When he's Galaxy Defender teen.
One day, I'll be recognized for my ability to defend the galaxy. If only I could come up with a name! So, in the comics, they go see Galaxy Oracle Man.
Yes, we know.
Yeah, well, I keep getting interrupted by these thought processes.
Well,
So who do we know that is a trusted adult that can give us some guidance and has magical powers?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
No.
Yeah.
Why does it have
That's
to be
Lucas's.
an adult? 'Cause
We
you can kind of see the future, we think. So why don't we just make you see the future?
By how?
by turning
Well-
you into a
Bonk.
man.
Well, how did it happen before?
That's where that
You got
thought
Well,
hit in
process
the
happened.
The
head.
two times I've seen the future
Lily's
is
definitely not picking up on that.
I was
Probably
hit
on
in the
purpose.
back of the head with a slingshot rock, and I was hit in the head another time,
Suddenly, just like David's awake, just like clunks him on the head.
and I died. No, I'm
It
just
takes
kidding.
several hits, 700 damage. So, I will tentatively just start poking him gently in the head to see if anything triggers.
And David just like
Oh,
falls asleep.
I can
on
see
top of
something in
him.
the future. It's you getting punched in the throat. And I miss and hit you in the arm.
The arm.
No, no.
Yeah. Ah! Yeah.
That
so
was me.
And now it starts bleeding again.
I was just trying to activate
we
your
start-
psychic powers.
we start like wrestling and like causing a commotion, like yeah.
Wait, you're gonna get dirt in his wound, dummy.
He has a down.
Guys, we need to think about this. Whoever is down there has Lucas and knows we were down there. We need to not be here soon. Plus, the wind has been shifting downwind, and I can catch a smell of something I just finished doing.
It angers
What the
me to
hell
no
do you
end that you
eat?
are extremely comfortable pooping outdoors.
I have pooped outdoors most of my life. Me and Margaret Atwood have not had plumbing for many years. Indoor plumbing.
Is this you, Keith, or you, Zeke?
Yes.
No,
No, I have definitely pooped indoors.
as your former best friend, growing up alongside you, it has been disturbing that we'll just be out at the park, and you'd be like, "Hang on, I'll be right back," and then we're like, "Where is he going?" And I have to tell people that you are evacuating your bowels.
In the woods.
And by people, I mean no one, because we didn't have friends.
I thought you guys weren't friends.
I have
got
nothing.
a-
I have
It's a
has-
nothing.
complicated relationship.
He has
I
a
have
new
nothing
best
to
friend.
say. I have a new best friend, and it's
and
Lucas.
I guess it's fine. I guess I feel okay about it.
Yeah, Lucas and I have gone really tight recently. He has been recommending some exercise out routines for me, which I have done 3 push-ups so far, so I can feel like my 6-pack is already coming in. I think I had a salad the other day, so things are looking up.
Potato salad and macaroni salad
You
are
think
not
you
the
had a
same
salad?
thing.
They're not?
No. I mean, they have salad in it. It's a step in the right direction.
Okay.
But you should be talking like green.
I'll talk to Lucas a little bit more.
Alright,
Yeah.
he'll recommend chicken, I'm sure.
Guys, I miss Lucas a lot, and whew! Okay, that's pungent, guys, even for me.
I'm gonna say at this point, from the east, hospital words.
Sure.
Uh,
This is the cue to bring the map up for our viewers.
you see some.
Flashlights?
Hot dogs?
Is it? What time of the day is it?
It is, I don't know.
We were down there for a while.
Mid-afternoon.
It was
Yeah, I would
late.
say
It was
it's-
late. It was late afternoon.
Late.
Because this is still the
Past
same
Liam's
day.
bedtime,
Yeah.
apparently.
This is still the
Or
same day
David's
that we
bedtime.
went to the
My bedtime's at school.
we went to
That's my
the
bedtime.
the arcade, quote unquote arcade in the morning. Had the whole scheme with the mayor bumping into him. We went to the library to check stuff out. Then we went to the hospital. Then we wandered underground for a while. And
Alright,
even
so-
before all that started, David was at the junkyard for a while. So this is
Alright,
probably
so
late
it's probably-
afternoon at the earliest.
Probably
I'd say it's,
evening.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Let's
so
camp in the
so-
forest.
so the sun is probably like
Casting some shadows.
Well,
Long shadows.
dusk.
this far north, it's probably pretty bright out still.
If it's August, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so no flashlights.
A dune buggy.
I thought it was later, but
Yeah, because you haven't started going back to school yet. So we will go with
Whistles? We see some whistles?
dudes
Dudes, okay.
of the
black suits.
well, probably related to the black suits, but more like the black suits army buddies looking for things.
Oh, they're in
Black cargo pants.
black camo.
Yeah, special ops. Not running or anything. They're aware that people have been in places they maybe should not have been.
All of them have gas masks.
They sort of
on.
look like the same
in
kind of
case of
people
poop.
that shot Zach.
Got it.
Zeke,
Yeah, and they are just out, sort of surveilling.
Have they spotted us?
Not
Does it appear that they have spotted us?
Have they
Not-
smelt us?
not well.
Well, they
you
have
know.
gas masks on. So.
That's the other thing that bothers me is as comfortable as you are pooping outdoors, you still haven't learned to bury it.
It's natural decomposition.
That is not what I'm talking about.
Oh.
Yes. So there are.
So they're coming from the east-ish? Southeast?
Yeah, they're coming like from the hospital area
Okay.
towards walking in a your way direction.
So do we want to, say, escape to the river?
Don't
That
forget,
is
David's
so-
still asleep.
Southwest?
So
This
I
thing?
shook you awake to ask
Yeah.
about Lucas.
No, he said he went right back to sleep.
yeah, after
The
I
thing that feeds into the
whacked
lake,
you,
I
I
guess.
just fell
Tributary?
asleep and landed right on you.
Isthmus? Peninsula?
And then I
I
probably
don't know
rolled
what
off
it is.
after
I
you
like
got
literally
up.
just traced, like, this lake is a real lake.
Yeah, yeah.
So I just traced the whole lake, and this
I guess that would be a
this thing was
river
part
style
of the,
thing.
There was no like further water going up.
Let's head to the water. Let's
Alright.
ask our scout what that feature would be, and then head towards that.
Well, yeah, let's head over to. Yeah, let's head over to the water. What do you mean? What feature?
So, if you look on your map,
Yep.
We're here, and then this water starts here, so it's not a river.
Okay.
It's still like a part of a lake, I guess. That's a really thin part of a lake. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, maybe
It's-
this goes into an underground river or something.
Maybe.
I don't actually.
Yeah.
I guess I could have like done some Google Street View. To see
As useful as that would have been up there.
what was.
Oh, look, there's a gate we can't get into. Sweet. All right, cool. Guys, let's head to... Actually, I read in my parents' National Geographic magazine, which is very popular for our times right now, that dogs can't pick up scents if you go through the water. Let's go through the water.
Yeah, isn't your backup crying spot around here somewhere?
What's that?
Your backup crying spot?
Yes. It's actually just over...
He's got so many.
I have crying places to go to cry when I feel lonely.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Do you not have crying places?
No,
Oh, what do the rich do when they feel sad?
They killed.
I
People. They
I
kill poor
buy
people.
another goth album.
Oh, okay. Well,
They wipe their tears with their money.
okay, guys, let's cheese it. It's the fuzz. Let's go. Okay, wait. We have to grab David. Jim, let's go. Grab your brother and let's go. We all gotta
I
go.
go over, I pick up his arm, and I pinch the living hell out of it.
Whereabouts below the arm?
Hmm?
Whereabouts below the arm?
Just like right.
Oh, on the arm. I thought you were like pinching him in the nipple or something like that.
No.
Like the most
No.
sensitivist.
I'm trying to like dig my nails through.
What does that
and-
sound like, David?
I don't know.
Here, let me do it. Come here.
Let me put it this way: if you've ever been pinched like that on the inside of your elbow,
Oh,
it's
the back.
extremely.
That's the back of
the
your arm.
worst. The literal worst.
You
Well, okay, maybe not literal
you would
worst,
but-
wake up. You would wake
No, not
up
elbow.
screaming.
Up, here. Up high. Up. Not down.
Oh,
up.
damn.
There you go. Over here, I'll do it for you, and then we'll see what type of scream you have.
My
For those-
nails aren't as long as
Anyone
the
listening,
usual.
we are trying to get an 8-year-old or 10-year-old child to.
I'm 11.
We're trying to get an 11-year-old playing an 8-year-old.
To pinch himself like anyone's parent has probably pinched us.
I don't get how this is supposed to hurt.
That's because you're
Actually,
stopping
it feels
yourself.
kind of good.
Okay.
Well,
You're not using your nails, for one thing.
Oh, nails.
Yeah, dig your nails in until you draw blood, and tell us if it hurts.
and then
with your
child-
mom's permission.
And then tell
Jen,
the
is it
Child
okay?
Aid Society why we're not bad people and you can keep playing with us.
But anyways,
Okay,
I
I wake up.
Yeah,
All right.
you gotta stay up and stay with us. Come on, we're getting out of here. There's people looking for us, and we don't want them to find
Like
us.
David, like he's had a good sleep now. Like
It's not the most rest.
maybe like an hour sleep, maybe.
Maybe
it
like
feels like it's been
No.
an hour.
5
No.
minutes.
It,
Yeah.
Yeah. We have been out of the thing for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
guys,
How long does it take you to push one out?
Well, I guess that's
15
Do I
that.
have my
15,
phone or
20.
not?
Sure, dial
You
phone.
got your
phone.
big giant Motorola.
Yeah. No, I
And
mean,
you're
I've got
and you're playing
I've got a
chiptunes.
couple of issues of Galaxy Defender Man,
You got
so
your
it's gonna
Rubik's
take me
Cube.
about 7 to 10. Yeah.
You were asleep for 10 minutes.
15.
You're
I fell. I was
While we were
sleep
talking,
climbing.
he was still.
You're awoken by both the sound of your older brother and the rush of smell of something foul, like some sort of deer fell into a ravine. And
You know, I'm glad we got
It's
away
never
from
pulled
the
out.
fart descriptions, but I'm upset
This
about where
isn't
we've gone
better.
to.
Yeah,
it's like
Okay,
your,
I'm awake.
it's like your
Fine.
football equipment that never got aired out.
that's pretty fun.
Everybody, to the bluffs! Or the
To the water.
we would have a name for it. To Old Man Johnson's death place. Go!
That's encouraging.
Well, it's just where we found him. It's where he went to die. Let's go.
Let's go.
So,
Lots of people from this village
so-
aren't happy, and that's where they go. Well, let's go!
So it's like the elephant's graveyard for old men.
Stop thinking about it and
Have
just
you
run.
never been there? It's just what we call it. It's not real. Let's go.
It's an old wise tale to keep the kids away from the hydro lines.
Okay.
For any Americans, in Canada we call electricity hydro.
Because we actually just put water through the wires, not electricity.
Yep. We won't tell you the secret of how it's done because that's how you get free healthcare.
Yeah, it's a byproduct of the process.
Yep. You put water in one end, free healthcare comes out the other end. We don't get it, but it works.
Yeah.
I do like that every time I come over here, there's a little pile of Canadian Tire money.
Yeah, that's your weekly bribe or whatever.
Yeah, that's your GM pay.
I got no
Okay.
use for Canadian Tire money. You can have it.
Okay, so we're running through the woods. Do we end up over any obstacles? Is there anything to jump over? Or do we just have a straight
Um,
You
run?
jump over
there are
David
no
a couple
woods.
times.
Oh, sorry.
uh,
or we run towards the water.
You're running towards.
Actually,
it's
we're
like-
running away from the woods.
Yeah,
That's
you're running
the-
away from the woods, and it's gonna be like rocky.
It's almost
No problem. Do we
tundra-
run just right to the water?
It's almost tundrish.
Yeah.
Okay.
That can,
So are we swimming?
No,
No,
yeah,
we're
we're
running.
to the
We're
water.
running
Well,
towards, and we're
we're
trying
going
to escape the notice of the spec
Very,
op team.
very epic Lord of the Rings chase music is being played.
Actually-
Wrong movie.
Actually-
Yeah, if we feed it in now, I don't have to edit it in later. That's good.
Live soundtrack from Spotify.
Listen to this for the next 30 minutes.
No.
Epic chase music is Careless Whisper.
Or anything music is Careless Whisper.
I am...
Oh, wait, before you put that on,
Wait.
No. This is our chase music I am putting on. Just give me a second.
I mean, you're not being
We're not being chased.
chased.
We're
You're avoiding the potential of chase.
Oh, just you wait.
We're in
Oh yeah, we're being chased. Come on, guys, let's go! Yeah! Watch out, there's a log. You gotta jump over that log, David. Millie, watch out for the bridge. Zach, there's a big gopher hole. Watch out.
Put your Walkman away. If they're late, you're gonna hear it through that music playing.
Oh man.
Plug your headphones back in.
I don't even know how you got that to work. There's no speakers on the actual unit.
It's very heavy.
I am gonna make everyone roll
Here we go.
a 6 on flight.
Oh boy, here we go. Exploding dice.
Is it a prepared action?
flight.
You said flight. We are fleeing.
I fail by 2.
What? God.
A 6. It's a 6-sided dice.
I was hoping to
Does everyone have really poor flight skills?
No, I rolled an 11 on my D20 plus 1.
I rolled a 2.
I rolled a 4 on my d12.
Zach, our hero, our nimble hero, jumps over the ravine.
I get to the beach and I'm
Oh
like,
no.
Where'd you guys go?
We're all caught in a hunter snare. We're like up in a tree in one of those comical baskets. Our limbs are hanging out of the nets.
did everybody fail?
Everyone except for our noble hero, Zach.
But there's, I think the worst fail was you.
I rolled
You
a
failed by
2.
4.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So,
Friggin'
Do you,
Well, I got a 5.
no,
so.
no one.
Welcome to
everyone-
Kids on Bikes, where DM gives a simple task to accomplish.
and we still can't for the
Uh,
most
Yeah,
part.
I'm gonna use an adversity because I have like 8.
I would have had to explode to make it.
So, but no
I
one
was
failed.
rolling a d12. Like,
Oh, you could have got it right
2.
on.
Me too.
Yeah, you explode that die 1/4 of the time if it's the D4.
Yeah, and I managed to muck it up somehow.
Yeah.
So you rolled. So you failed by 3.
By 3.
2,
You failed by 2.
4.
You failed by 4.
And
1.
All right. So you're all in the
The same
The
failure zone.
failure. The
The
Adversity
first.
token.
I thought
So what is it
4.
they-
I thought 4 put it in the second.
no, that's
It's up to
5 and
4?
9.
Okay.
So it's
What did you succeed by?
I succeeded by 7.
5.
No, 5. Yeah. I rolled it.
So you succeeded quite impressively.
I know. Running
Uh,
away is what I'm good at.
so you get
Billy
some.
fell into the turd I dropped earlier.
Oh no.
Aren't you the scout?
No, he's
I'm the
no,
scout.
I'm a
she's the bully or whatever.
no. I'm like a sport.
Oh,
I've
okay.
invented my own.
You're a baseball star, and you.
She's the catcher. She doesn't run.
Catchers are.
We got a catcher. We got a
for
pitcher.
reason.
Neither of them run.
Oh yeah, no, I run.
Yeah.
You might not even hit, depending on which league we play.
We
But
asked some
the
athleticism from somebody who spends
pitchers
all his
don't-
time in his room.
Pitchers don't usually
Listening to
bat,
album.
and usually the catcher.
Is just a slugger.
Fine.
They're not.
Fine.
They're not.
Okay,
Craig
people
Beach,
who are
they're-
super
they're
good at
not
running
like-
can still
It's also
access-
youth,
So tell me how
youth
the
baseball.
success
It's not like
works.
high level
What's the
league
description
where
of
we're
the
like.
success?
You
Which
get
I'm
some
very
additional
We're gonna take it this year.
slight benefit
Uh-huh.
for being good at running away. Apparently,
Okay.
everyone else
Yep.
Sock.
Gets... I mean, it's the
trips
first...
over a rock.
Well, it's the first failure condition. Maybe they
No,
are covered
no,
in mud or
I
something.
feel like we were all running in a straight line for some reason, and you were in the lead, and then I was right behind you, and I tripped and fell, and then everyone just boop, 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 piled on me.
Dominoed.
Like, what is the actual description of their failure?
A slight.
Not bad, not a disaster. There will be some short-term consequences that might lead to some immediate difficulties, like the G-men realizing y'all were running away.
Well, that's
Maybe they made a lot of noise. Maybe they
Yeah.
sprung a bear trap.
Oh, my leg!
All of a sudden,
We got a
Billy's
lead,
baseball
David
career
behind.
is crippled by a bear
No,
trap.
we run through a minefield.
These won't shift the story for more than a minute or two.
Yeah. So, I
Okay.
mean, they get away. It's not like I
Yeah.
have to leave them to
No.
die.
No, you just
We've all collectively tripped in Gopher Hole.
And we all get an adversity token.
No, I tripped in a gopher hole. Everyone tripped over me.
Oh, fair enough.
y'all can fall however you want or fail however you want. Someone twists their ankle.
I
I
definitely
face
twisted my
planted trying to
ankle.
jump over a log.
You probably got caught up on your trench coat.
They all get scrapes and
Yeah.
cuts, and my wound heals.
Something happens, but it
Um,
doesn't count as something.
You
How
Uh,
about
but
this?
you get a slight benefit.
I get a slight benefit. How about I, like, when I see that they have, like, fallen down or whatever, I'll, like, turn around and, like, put my hand, like, just to rest on a tree or something, and I know I have to use a thing now to do that.
Yeah, you do.
This is the noise I make when I fall.
Is that like one of those a fake soccer dive?
No, it's the girl who fell out of the pit that was she was making wine. She fell face first out of the thing.
No.
You'd know it if you saw it.
Is that
That's my
when
noise.
the,
Yeah,
It's because she bit her tongue.
you just went face
Or
first.
is a
like
dog.
this.
Like, why would you make a noise like that? Oh, no. All right.
I'm running a bit too fast.
So then
No,
I...
you're
However,
No,
I-
indestructible.
So I find...
plows through us.
I don't
We
know,
all
do I
take
find
1d of damage.
something, or do I
D6 damage.
see
No.
something on a tree that tells me where we are, or that someone has been here recently?
There is some soup cans that have been laid in an arrow towards the river. Oh, who's that on the barge in the mist?
Oh, could that be our thing? That we
Soup
like,
can
I get
Dan
to
in
the-
the mist.
there's like, I guess if we want to find him, Soup Can Dan. I was gonna say somebody. He's the town transient though, so maybe he's out there having a little.
He's on his
campfire.
little barge fishing for his dinner.
maybe
Sure.
he's just like an eccentric millionaire.
Hey, that was
Don't give away secrets.
yeah.
It's your real dad.
All right.
James, my son, how have you been?
Oh my God! No,
Soup
no,
Can
no, no.
James.
He's the sperm donor that was given to all of us to create the mutation that we have.
That's what I said earlier.
Again, this is not a game about eugenics.
What
Uh,
was
no, it's not.
Okay,
Also
so
not
Liam, if
eugenics.
you
So
can
as
tell
you are
me
running-
what eugenics means,
Yeah.
I'll give you a shiny dollar.
Yeah, I don't know.
So as I'm running,
as you are running and apparently leaving all your friends behind because they somehow forgot
they're behind me. I don't know that they've fallen.
what running is.
Okay, I've never achieved so much in my life. Yeah, you got that for nothing.
I guess, fate of the dice.
Yep.
I
It's impressive.
I thought I lowballed that one, but I clearly did not.
It's pretty low.
It
Um,
was.
4, 6. 12, and... is-
5.
No,
What
what's
was
your what
Dice
die
for
did you roll?
12.
So 2
Yeah,
12s,
well,
a 6, and a 4.
Two of you should have
Maybe.
done better.
I thought I was going to do
Well, I
better
was
than I
one
did.
away. Like,
You will come across a fancy camp where presumably it is Soup Can Dan's camp. Yeah, that's what we'll.
So, I slow to a walk, and then I notice the guys, because if I'm running, I'm making noise, and I don't notice the guys aren't behind me until I slow down and turn around, and they haven't caught up yet. And do I know Soup Can Dan? Like, is he a person I would approach and talk to? I'm gonna say yes.
Yeah, I mean, this is a town of, what was it, 1,200 people?
1,240.
And you've got like one homeless person.
So
I feel like everyone knows.
I think not only do we know him, I think we know we're safe around him. So I'll walk up to him and I'll be like, "Hey, Soup Caniel, Soup Caniel Daniel, back.
Oh.
What you cooking?"
Does he talk like this?
Beans!
He's not the
Cooking
mayor.
beans!
He's not the mayor with him.
Let's hear.
Oh man,
Please do voices.
what?
He warned at the beginning.
I
He
can't
sucks
do
at voices.
No.
The only
I-
voice that I can do is well, like you, Grover.
We did one freaking game, and they asked me to do. Well, I decided to do voices, and then the first person I picked was
this.
yeah. And
I am everybody that you meet from now on.
yeah, it very much turned.
Oh, you're my new friend.
What does Soup Can Dan sound
Dan,
like?
what's going on? It's kind of it might be kind of dangerous out this way. I mean, you're a grown up, I understand, but.
Would he be like a crotchety old, like? What? Goddamn kids! What are you doing in
I
there?
imagine he's
I don't
probably
know.
actually.
I just imagine a guy who just shouts his words. Yes,
Everybody
I'm
avoids
picturing
him because he's like
high-pitched.
that. Yeah.
high pitched and very
nasally.
nasal constricted.
What are you doing out here?
I love Soup Can Dan.
Dan, why are you doing that when you talk? Don't be silly.
I might need one of those Two Rivers to keep playing as Soup Can Dan.
Should open it first. Now I reek of beer. Perfect.
For those who can't see, Richard just threw a beer across the room.
Crosses 2 feet.
It's called Poetic License.
Listen, Zeke. Hey, man. Mind if I hang out here and me and my friends for a little bit? Just relax, like.
Letting it bend
You
slowly.
don't have to do that.
No, not at all. Feel free to.
Oh, that's probably Zeke. You probably smell Zeke, and that's why you're doing that. He must be coming up right behind us. Hey guys, what happened? Now that you've caught up.
It's hard running in this damn trench coat through the brush.
I fell on a girl.
It's your first time, huh?
Wow.
You're a man now. Look who it is. It's Dan.
Dan, how's it going?
Hey Zeke, what are you doing out here?
Oh, you know, outdoor stuff. It's good to see you again.
It's not your time for a weekly cry.
No, I have friends now. I don't need to cry anymore. Dan, I gotta introduce you to my friends. Dan, have you met my ex-best friend, Zach here?
Yes, I've known him longer than you have.
Oh,
I've
Zach,
seen him
you're so
around
silly.
He helps me with some choring.
And my 2 other friends, who are brothers, David and James.
Acquaintances.
And
acquaintances.
my new girlfriend, Millie.
Comes up and she doesn't hear the introduction. She doesn't hear that part of the introduction, and she hobbles, kind of limps a little bit, holding her ankle.
Oh,
I
are
mean,
you okay, Millie?
none of us are new to the town. You're introducing us for no reason. Just because you want
You
to feel
should be
important.
introducing Lucas if he was here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Dan, you gotta meet my new best friend, Lucas, sometime. I'll take him out here sometime.
Where's your new best friend, Lucas?
We left him behind. In danger.
We actually think he's in trouble. Do you think you can help us? And by the way, your voice has changed quite a bit. Have you been drinking again?
It's just the
Beans.
Campbell's beef broth that I'm.
It's so
episode brought to you
it's so off-putting. If you
Come
really
on.
whatever you need to do to get back to your regular voice, I'd really appreciate it.
Zeke, lay off. You forget he can't eat gluten. He wouldn't be drinking beer. That's a thing back in the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Gluten intolerance was popular back then?
No.
No, I know.
All right. So Dan, we're really lucky that we've ran into you. We need a little bit of your help.
We need you to kill several soldiers.
No
problem.
I didn't say so. Jeez, often some soldiers
Here.
just makes my day.
Here, borrow one of my AF5 or my AK-15s. She's just got a crate of guns and
He's actually a soup can survivalist.
yeah.
Mails them into the NRA and he gets ammo.
He melts them down and makes his own
Lead tipped.
aluminium bullets, which probably fall apart the minute they leave any gun.
Yeah, it becomes.
What are you talking about, Zach?
Nothing really. Have you noticed around town lately, there's a whole lot of people that don't look like they're from around here.
Look like what?
Look like wearing suits in the Northwest Territories. Our mayor doesn't wear a suit.
That's true.
Do you know
Our
what I'm
mayor
talking
can't
about?
even watch where he's walking.
Yeah. Goes out for an early beer before lunch.
Yeah, Hiram McDougal is kind of a shady person.
That's right, Daniel. Yeah, have you noticed any odd goings on like that? Or,
Have you seen my parents around?
I have not, because I have been out on the river, camping up a storm, not living in town.
And watching people
Uh,
die. Yeah, I thought you got there.
I have seen the people around, and I know who you're talking about,
Oh, good.
and I know who they are.
Oh,
Who are they?
Let me tell you a crazy story.
you guys, it's story time with Daniel. Everyone cozy around the fire.
Yeah, I sit down cross-legged.
I look for a wall to slouch against and I can't find any. Is there a tree or something?
Just out of habit, James slouches against thin air. Somehow. Shoot.
See, before I started living out here by the... I don't want to live by the river. That's so Saturday Night Live.
Well, you don't have a van, so it's fine.
Before I started...
Under the bridge, under
Can't-
the
No, we're at the top of the river. There's no under the bridge.
this.
Living here at the source.
We're camping out on this like beachy area of
On the bank.
whatever that thing of
It's a
water
really
is
thin
called.
inlet. It's a thinlet.
You're off to war jail.
All right.
I used to be one of the scientists working at the radio tower.
You mean above underground or below ground?
How do you know about the below ground?
How do you know that below ground is the thing we don't need to know about?
Yeah, what he said.
Excuse me, Suki and Dan. I have my hand raised. Sorry, Mr. Daniel. We happen to
Yeah,
be.
his name is Stephen Daniels.
Of course it is.
He got the name Soup Can because his last name is actually Campbell. There's nothing to do with what he eats. He's just like,
Yeah,
he's been called that since he was a kid.
Mr. Daniel. We happened to be underground earlier today, and we noticed some suspicious thing. So you said you used to work in these towers? What did you exactly do?
Don't just say science.
Oh, I was a microbiologist.
Working on
At a
what?
radio tower?
Yeah, I think he wasn't working at the public. He was working in the underground secret place.
How much can you tell us before your life is in danger?
Oh, my life has always been in danger.
Okay.
Everyone thinks that I'm crazy, and that
But you seem so lucid. What and like how you wear a shopping bag on your head.
Suki and Dan looks like this.
Picture you again.
Suki and Dan, who's that handsome friend you have back there? This is what the friend looks like. Then it immediately walks away.
I don't think so. Anyways. So, if your life is constantly in danger,
And
how are you not dead?
Better question. What exactly were you doing for the... I put on like my second pair of more serious looking spectacles that I keep in my bag, my emergency glasses. What? I get all serious and I stand up. I'm like, what exactly were you doing for the company you work for?
well, the company is the government
Ah. What were you doing for the government?
testing. We were testing a new type of weapon.
A new type of eugenics, you say?
Faster eugenics. Speed eugenics.
A new type of weapon. Don't listen to Millie. She fell in a hole. And Zach fell on her. Zeke, damn it, I did it now. Zach is great at running away. Zeke fell on her.
We were a special weapons division looking at new types of non-traditional weaponry.
Do you have your old stuff from when you used to work there, like maybe key cards, passes, uniforms?
No, why would you want that?
No.
See, the
reason.
thing is, one of our friends might or might not be trapped there, and strange things have been happening to all of us as individuals.
You might say stranger things than we had ever seen before.
Exactly 11 occurrences of issues.
What is the text? Let me put on my
friends don't
let
lie.
me put on my smart glasses. Friends
So
don't
Jenna's
lie.
wearing a
Jenna's wearing
Yeah.
Stranger Things.
Funko
Tank.
Pop.
it looked like a
Funko
Funko
Pop.
Pop Stranger Things shirt. If I can find it online, I'll add to the work I have to do to set this
I
up.
got it at Hot Topic.
Hot topic. Okay, I'll check that website.
Is there one here?
It
Oh,
was in
no.
Ottawa.
Yeah, right. I'm surprised the Dragon does not, because they've got other Funko.
Well, they probably have the Stranger Things Funko. I just haven't gone downtown for a long
'Cause
time.
that-
I always go
that-
to the south.
That gigantic Stranger Things coffee mug that you got me that takes up like half a pot of coffee, which is fantastic, is also Funko.
Oh, okay.
Anyway,
They
Funko
actually
Pop
came out with
care
a
with
game
Funkoverse.
at
Yeah.
Gen Con.
Yeah, it was super
Apparently
popular.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Like Golden Girls versus Harry Potter. It was like some people were saying it's better than Unmatched. Some people were saying Unmatched was better. But it's the same concept. I would get Unmatched over Funko Pop. But.
As we go back to the game,
So
Craft
yeah,
and
no,
Funko.
weird things have been weird occurrences have been happening, and unexplainable phenomena, you might say, odd things.
so like
Odd
when you
phenomena.
when you say unconventional weapons, are you talking physical, mental?
You don't want to. You don't want to hear about.
Are we talking about super soldier serums, like in Galaxy Defender Man's
Oh, they ripped that
rival
off from-
comic,
Captain America?
Captain America?
For a fact, Captain America is a direct ripoff of Galaxy Defender Man.
It came
No.
out in the 30s or 40s.
No,
so
40s.
The original concept. Everybody says that the original concept came from the author of Galaxy Defender Man. It was ripped off. They were friends in college. I just don't know how to explain this anymore. This topic gets me so angry. I think I need to cool off.
The funny story:
Go have a rage poop and come back.
the creators of Swamp Thing and
Man thing?
whatever the dumb one from Marvel is,
Yeah.
Man
Man Thing.
Yep.
Those two creators were college buddies,
This
and
is a legit story. you're
they
telling.
can't figure out
who
who created
it.
which first and who influenced. So they're just like, yeah, no, we both just created like independently talking about swamp people, and we both like came to two different versions of
The same
effectively the
concept.
same concept.
Yeah.
Swamp Thing's better though, FYI.
Well, I like Swamp Thing better because Bernie writes them.
Anyway, you're right. The creators of
Captain America.
Captain America did rip off Galaxy Defender Man.
I'm
Wait,
starting
but
to-
how does that tell us what kind of weapons were being developed at your thing?
That's not what's important right now.
I kind of think it is.
Oh my God! Soup Can Dan knows about Galaxy Defender Man.
Yes.
Here goes the 30-minute derail.
David falls asleep again.
We'll talk about this more later, the next time I come here to cry. But
I say
moving
you don't
on.
need to cry anymore.
Oh, we'll make him cry.
Guys, that's really hurtful.
We
It doesn't take a lot.
we looked into super soldiers. We've looked into
Bacteria resistant. Super
biological warfare. I don't know why I'm telling a bunch of 12-year-olds this
I'm 14.
and
I'm
an 8-year-old.
I'm 11. None of us are actually 12. He's 13.
14.
Whatever.
Me
Plus
and
minus.
Listen, Dan, I didn't invite you to my last birthday because my parents said no. Said I wasn't allowed to have a birthday.
Sounds like you need your
I invited
coffee.
you to my last birthday.
Did you? I must have lost your invite. No, I was there. You know I was there.
He was the only
I
one.
gave you that T-shirt that you lost.
No, it's the one I sleep in every night. I didn't lose it.
It still smells like you, Zach.
This is the one you wrapped your arm with?
No, that was Lucas's
Lucas's
shirt that we
special
put
edition.
on.
right.
His original signed, ruined Galaxy Defender Man shirt.
Right.
So sad.
That's right.
I think there's more lore in the Galaxy Defender Man universe than in our Kids on Bikes universe.
Which we will explore.
Of course.
Yeah, in Teams on
Space.
Space. In like 3 to 4 sessions.
All right.
Once I have time to read the rulebook.
So, you don't know why you're explaining that to a bunch of 12
Yeah, that's
ostensibly 12-year-olds.
confusing, but I don't have a lot of people that I get to talk to regularly, so this is also somewhat.
Let's just say that it's plot critical that you tell us. No.
Well, maybe you're telling us because we already know enough that we'll believe you.
Or maybe
Because we know
the number
about
you're
the
thinking
basement.
of is... I can't do that.
Maybe this is your card.
What?
So you know.
Someone show off their powers.
I was
I
thinking- I was
just
thinking
say it
about
out loud.
Is-
Give me your dog tags. Do you have dog tags? Were you a soul? Were you in the army? Maybe you don't have dog tags, Dan. I don't know. I'm assuming you do.
Somebody punch me in the face.
On it.
I've been waiting for you to say that for 5 minutes.
It's everyone.
Everyone just
Yeah.
starts stomping on my body. I said the face, guys. I said the face.
Like everyone but David, just like David's like,
Not the money maker.
Ooh, the face, the face. It actually
I'm
feels good.
It's sued by Fox. All right. Well, obviously we're not going to show off my superpower. Millie, you know what's reflective? That water over there.
I don't know if I need reflection. Is he cooking anything? He's cooking a can of beans.
Sure.
I don't know if I. Okay.
Well, beans and eggs, and
Okay.
he's probably not actually like homeless, but
Just long-term camper.
yeah. So like he's not just gonna eat like cans of no-name soup.
Fancy can of fancy beans.
For Americans, No Name is actually a brand. I'm not just saying.
Yeah.
They have no-name beer.
I know.
So good.
Well, I mean it's pills. So there's only like so good you can get on the pills line before. I've not tried it though. I was curious about it.
Tastes like a worker's ugh.
Yeah. So he's like, he's
I
got
wanna
like
try and
he's
make
cooking
Boil
eggs
over, or
and
look like it's boiling over.
all right. I will say that is going to be. So this is going to be the first time.
So it's 2d4.
It's 2d4. You have 7 psychic energy tokens. Requires 1 to use. I'm going to say you have to hit a 4. I feel like a 50%. No, we'll do one better. 3. You need to hit a 3 on 2d4.
Isn't it roll under?
Roll that.
Sorry. So
above.
then 7. 6. 5. There we go.
The
Hang
number above 4.
Hang on. Yeah, I can do roll under systems.
the number
I
above
so
4 and
we're trying to
below
roll
3.
under instead of above.
Correct.
It's the opposite of our normal rolls.
Correct. So if you
Okay.
roll above a 5,
You fail.
you fail, or you can use psychic tokens to
Drop it.
reduce your
And
number
I
to.
already have to use a psychic token just to use my power?
Yeah. So you're at
Okay.
6.
Not 6.
And
If you use all of your psychic tokens, it's impossible to fail.
Now,
well, if you
this
use-
doesn't have exploding dice, does it?
yeah, all dice explode.
So if you roll
So exploding
4s,
dice is bad.
it's
Oh,
horrible for
Right.
this.
No. Yeah, this does not. These dice do not explode.
Okay.
However, there are also consequences, like super extreme consequences for, like, just actually running
yeah.
out of psychic energy
But
tokens.
you get your psychic energy tokens back after you sleep, right?
Well, after you do like a relaxing thing, so it could be sleeping, could be having
For
snacks.
David, it's only going to be, ooh,
It could be
snacks
just
maybe. Snacks, sleeping, riding my bike.
Riding your bike is not right.
so if you run out of tokens, or if you get pushed into the negatives somehow, extremely very bad things happen. Up to and including and worse than death.
Stuff that can be worse than death.
Use it. What do we got?
Taxes.
6. I rolled a 6.
So you need to use 3 to bring. You rolled 6 and you want 5.
Yes,
So you just need to burn another
roll one
To bring it
or
down.
burn one more for your
Okay.
effect to happen.
Yeah. I want my effect to happen.
So
However,
you're at 5.
because you have successfully
Done.
done the psychic thing, which you just want his boiling water to boil.
Or boiling whatever
It,
is
like
cooking.
boil over. And, like,
Yeah, alright.
Look
and then for like a couple seconds and then stop.
And then go back to, because I think he just put it on, so it
Yeah.
probably shouldn't actually start boiling.
So-
However, because that was successful, you receive some sort of like minor ailment, which I will leave up to you.
Just because she failed?
No,
when
no.
you when you
succeed.
because it's physically taxing to do
Right,
psychic
okay, yeah.
things. So
Yeah.
the bigger
So you're like-
the
What happens?
Gets her ringing in her ears.
she shirts. Oh no! Sorry, Millie gets
Ringing in her ears.
tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Bad tinnitus.
For like 5 minutes.
An hour.
Oh god.
No,
For the next 5 minutes, it was like, what?
It is, yeah. It is dependent on how big and the duration of her
Sounds like Little John.
illusions. So this one was just a small one, so it'll just last like a few minutes.
all right. So it works. So like the thing looks like it Does everyone see it or just Soup Can Dan?
Everyone sees it. Can I choose?
I don't know. Can you?
I think
Yes, I
everyone
can.
has to.
Sure.
I think
Yeah,
everyone.
So
sees
everyone sees it.
Okay.
Alright.
So this formerly unboiling pot of something.
You think that's impressive? You should see what happens when you pull my finger. No.
Suddenly is boiling over, and before Soup Can Dan can turn around and get over to the so like in the span of like 30 seconds here, right? Boils up, and then just goes back to being
It
like,
was like
it does it in reverse. So it's like a Instagram boomerang kind of thing.
I
So
don't
it goes-
understand that reference.
I understood it! I'm cooler than you!
That's the
Alright.
Maybe
Is that what
not.
that means?
No, that's not what that means at
that's
all.
the video that goes back and forth. So you take a video of something and it just sort of goes. You play it forward and then it rewinds and then it just sort of
Yeah, it
does
infinitely loops itself back and forward.
that. Yeah. So instead of like
Until you
looping,
go, this is stupid, I don't understand why I'm doing this, and you quit Instagram. That's how long that lasts.
so the water goes, and then
Well, because that's what happened with the glass when the glass shattered in the back of the van.
All
It,
of
like-
your visions are Instagram boomerangs.
They were. I
oh, did it? I don't remember that now because that was ages ago.
With
So
the
it-
dogs.
Yeah.
We're now showing Jen her very first Instagram boomerang.
Excellent. Okay, I know.
I want to see one before her. That will be awesome. Yes, I saw it before her. That's so lame still.
Yeah, it's like the red room in Twin Peaks where everything is backwards.
Nobody gets that reference to shows you watch.
I am the yarm. I get it.
Did you watch Twin Peaks? Right?
No.
Oh.
I just know.
Am I the only one that's you've watched Twin Peaks?
All I know
Holy
is that
fucking
David
Christmas.
Duchovny.
Oh, we can't make a joke about hitting puberty, but we can drop the F-bomb whenever we want.
We can
Only
take the
when
name of
somebody
Christmas in
finds they're the
vain.
only they're the only Twin Peaks aware person. I was aware of it, but I never watched it.
All
I
right.
know about David Duchovny being in it and Cherry Pie.
Well,
Or
it
just
wasn't.
pie.
It wasn't Duchovny.
Yeah, Duchovny.
Yeah,
Well,
he played-
Duchovny.
he
Well, he
wanted
was a
me.
guest actor for 2
Yeah.
episodes or something.
He
Okay,
played
yeah, but the
Dennis
main guy
Denise.
was Kyle.
Yeah.
He was the main detective.
No,
I
I-
went up there
Yeah.
to
A
find
lot
out.
of a lot of videos that I watch in other things just reference a lot of stuff in Twin Peaks. So.
Yeah. Did anyone ever watch HBO's Carnival?
No.
I have a friend who was in an episode.
That's not the same.
Does that mean you know things about the episode?
No, I do not.
Alright.
No,
Who?
he
Anyway,
juggled in the
one of the
background.
characters, or one of the areas,
Yeah.
they shot it forward, but all the actors performed everything backwards. So they had to like memorize how to read, like they would write the sentences, they'd like get phonetic translations of how to say sentences in reverse. And then they flipped the video so that the acting looked really weird, because they'd be like, if you walk down the hall, they would have to start at the end of the hall and walk backwards and look like they're walking normally, but they're talking in reverse. So when they played it back, they would be talking forwards, and the walking would be really weird because they were actually walking backwards and trying not to fall over.
We may actually have to put one of these videos together.
They're like,
As a
you
sample.
just go on Giphy and type in, Twin Peaks, and that's gonna be like 50% of the GIFs is the backwards.
It's okay. We got Keith. He'll act in anything.
I have no friends. You guys are my friends.
Anyway,
Please don't leave me.
So-
Acquaintances.
thing bubbles up,
Acquaintances.
Yep. Bubbles back.
and then like,
I'm just like, that's weird.
but then is like bubbling back, but in like
Reverse,
slightly
yeah.
slower motion,
Almost like a boomerang.
and then it's gone, and I don't know how anyone else wants to react to that.
That's why you need to tell us everything, because your pot will boil. We'll make your pot boil over again. What did we do? What were we doing this for?
I just did that.
Demonstrating our powers.
Oh right, we
my
are affected by
brain.
this thing probably.
But Millie's like yelling it because I just did that. That's my brain.
Right, because you're suffering from tinnitus.
It's gotta be pretty severe
Which-
tonight.
I don't know if I've ever I get tinnitus. I don't know if I've yelled.
No,
Well, I usually
can't back that up.
I usually don't talk when it's like ringing and you're just like, ugh.
I have a friend who has tinnitus and like permanently, and I think his tendency is to speak quieter because he's not sure of the volume of his voice.
What just happened?
Superpowers. We are. What's our team name? I forget. You were supposed to get us a team name.
Is there a team name?
I'm sure Zeke has had his superpower team name picked out for a year,
I've been waiting for
Absolutely.
this moment all my life.
and it is the.
Look in your field notes.
It's the Zeke. What's your character's last name?
Wolfchild.
It's the Zeke Wolfchild experience, featuring Jimbo.
James, damn it, James.
Best friend collection.
Nice.
We'll workshop it, but
Acquaintance.
We are the children.
we all like corn, right? We're the children of the corn.
Yes.
No, that is his game. Okay.
I actually was thinking that as soon as he said children.
Yeah, because it was fantastic. Obviously.
So yeah, we all have similar. We don't actually know about Lucas or David, but us four are the chosen ones of the prophecy. Was it a prophecy? No, we were super soldiers or something. Something. I don't have attention problems.
I'm like thinking that they're still working down there and they did something to us to make us like this.
When did this start happening?
Well,
Recently.
a long time ago, one of my friends hit me in the back of the head with a slingshot.
It was
And
like
Literally 2
ago.
days ago, this started
it
happening.
felt like forever ago.
It was one time. Okay.
And then after that, no, we've all been experiencing over the last week some different supernatural powers, and in those times, certain things have happened to us.
Mine just showed up today.
Yeah, and I
Yeah.
mean certain things like
Hours ago, mine.
yeah, and I mean
Watch this. Watch me go. That's all it looks like. I don't actually do my power. I just.
His powers, he's supernaturally good at Frogger. Right?
No, that's natural.
No, no.
That's just natural.
Hey, no.
ability.
Boo's got the
But
high
next
score
time
on
you
the
touch-
machine, guys.
The
Right.
AV club.
Next time you touch,
Yeah,
next
you
time you
got
touch
number
Frogger,
2.
Okay.
The next time I touch Frogger.
what's gonna happen?
That's the only time I use my powers. I use it to cheat at video games.
You channel whoever it was in the got the top score.
I don't know.
You
We'll figure
do
it out.
exactly what they did.
Anyway.
The newest Owl Station AV Club member, Daryl, has the number 1 spot.
He sounds like a cool guy.
He's pretty lame, as are all the AV clubbers.
I bet he spends a lot of time
I'd be friends with them.
editing videos for his friends.
And he doesn't feel like this is a hurtful subject at all.
Anyway. Yeah, so no, we have powers. So
Like,
help you.
so,
us?
like...
Let me break it down to you this way. I switched my glasses back again. In the comic books, Galaxy Defender
Here we
Man, when Galaxy Defender Man runs into some problem, he goes and seeks help from
Really?
Galaxy Oracle Man. And we just want to know, will you be our Oracle Man?
I can do my best.
Thanks for humoring him.
We can, first of all, who's got powers? What do they do?
I touch things and I see what the thing. I see like the history of the thing or something important that happened with the thing in the past.
When I get hit in the head or I strain really hard, I see visions of the future.
Does it happen every time you take a big crap?
Yes.
It's just flash forward to the end of the poop though.
Yeah. It's, oh, I'm out of toilet paper. Ah!
Horrifying visions of the future.
That happened to me the first time ever at Gen Con. It was the first time in my entire life I walked into a stall and there was no toilet paper, but I was already done. So then I relied on the kindness of strangers. Not a good story, just a true story.
How the kindness of
Worm.
strangers.
I was
Can
like,
you
hey.
pass me
Knock on
some
the
sheets?
knock on the.
Help! I'm stranded.
I was literally laughing. I was like, hey guys, this has never happened to me before. Who wants to be my best friend and save me? There's no toilet paper in here. This one guy like laughed and he gave me a bunch. And I was like, thanks man.
That's like my biggest fear. So I always like
Check.
check the big giant machine. I don't understand. Like those things are ridiculous, but whatever.
That's what they have at my work, is one of those fucking 2-foot wheels of micro thin that
Yeah,
you
it's-
have to get
Oh.
like around 12.
Yeah, I'm
And
in
even
an
then you rip
airport and
through?
it's friggin' sandpaper is what comes out of those things.
Oh, it's not sandpaper, but it is so bloody thin, it's like ridiculous. Anyways,
Then after I left that washroom, somebody else went in after me and I didn't tell them and I ran out like this. So yeah, that was
So you got good karma and then immediately spent it.
yep, exactly. That's the way. Equal. It's the circle of life.
all right.
All right, sorry.
So yeah, like
So you touch things and see things. You
Can see the future, sometimes. Mostly accurate.
When you get hit on the head.
The
do you
mostly
remember
accurate
Star Wars?
prophecies
Did you
of-
see it?
I saw the trailer. We
Okay.
weren't allowed to
Get out much.
do much a few years ago.
Okay, well, basically, like, I can do mind tricks. I can plant memories in people's heads and think that it's
You would
true.
remember the line, "These aren't the droids you're looking for." It's very famous.
No. If they were restricted as badly as they were, and he's basically gone itinerant wanderer.
It might
to
have been in the
avoid-
trailer.
No. No.
It
it's not.
was, but I'm trying. Oh, you mean like the Alec Guinness does the
Yeah, the wave.
these aren't the
Droids are looking for.
whatever.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I remember seeing that.
He falls asleep
Bridge
a lot.
on the
I don't-
River Kwai.
Yeah, it's a pretty good flick.
This guy falls
That was the
asleep a
last
lot. I
Alex
don't know if
Guinness
that's
movie
new.
I saw.
Wow. That
Well,
was
not really.
57.
I don't know if that actually counts as a superpower, but he falls asleep all the time.
David's asleep.
I can make people see things, I think. I'm not quite sure how it works.
Has anyone had any... So, metagame, you've all suffered minor side effect, like whether it's tinnitus or
Yeah.
headaches or something. Maybe not nosebleeds or anything like
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm going for the classic nosebleed in homage to Hyper-RPG.
I'm going for the classic.
Whenever I use my power, I
Any-
can't help myself from being annoying for the next 10 minutes.
Any side effects?
It loses me friends.
the only side effect I have is that I get nosebleeds.
Has this happened
He
before?
just passes out.
Have you noticed this happening?
The side
Throughout
effects
your
or the
life.
powers? No, this just started happening
No.
today.
You're sure?
Yes.
100%.
I'm pretty sure.
Hundo P. No one says that for like another 30 years, but
But Soup Can
Soup
Dance
Can
started
Dan
it.
is trailblazing.
As you say, Hundo P, that is, has never happened before.
Absolutely. I mean, sometimes it hurts when I wake up.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I
he's this thing. Tell him about this thing.
Oh, yeah.
No, it was this leg.
I kick him in the leg where his bead is.
when we were underground, my leg hurt a lot around where there's a little bead. You can feel it, and I pull up my pant leg so that Soup Can Dan.
Oh yeah, right. Because
Feel
in the 80s, most people probably weren't wearing super skinnies. No.
We
No,
wouldn't have
the-
James.
Except for
the
James.
elephant pants and that sort of stuff.
James was probably, because of his Duran Duran obsession, was probably
His, they're just like
only one
surrounded
wearing,
in
like-
buckles, though.
Yeah, well,
I move it around in my leg.
I'm
You can
all in
see the
bondage
bead.
here.
And I've been shot.
Just bury the lead. Like, oh, yeah. Can you help me out?
lead, spelled L-E-D-E.
D. Yep.
Stop spelling it L-E-A-D, everyone.
This is the hill that Derek wants to die on.
PSA from your friendly referee. Spelling.
Yeah.
Stay in school.
What if they teach that in school?
Maybe go to a trade school, if you want. Or university.
College.
So
So
what
yeah, no,
about
I
this
got-
bead?
I got shot, and he's got a thing in his leg.
Yeah, he was taken away for a long time, and we missed him for. He was gone
2
for
days.
like 2
2,
days,
3 days.
2, 3.
Yeah, just a couple of
And-
days ago we were in the
And then all of a
woods.
sudden he shows up in front of his house with no memory of what the hell happened, and he's got that shit in his
Oh, and he was
leg.
covered in those weird medical suction cup.
Yeah,
dealies?
electrode things. You always see they stick on people and the beep 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 on machines.
Any of this ringing a bell?
I mean, sure, a variety of these things rings different bells. But we've never worked on
People.
Children?
kids,
Mm.
especially kids who are kids.
On bikes!
Kids who are currently kids. As far as
Are we still being followed by those people in suits?
I'd like to think that we got away scot-free.
No.
You would. We know better.
I
mean,
ran really well.
they're
I think we got away before they figured out that we were there in front of them and they didn't catch our trail.
I'm just hoping that they don't realize, thanks to his shit, where we came out.
They had gas
His other
masks.
superpower is that his poop smells like bear shit.
Yes. He can make it smell like any animal.
Oh, there was
All
a
of
bear. There's a bear around here. We gotta leave.
Look at the size of it, it's definitely a big bear.
Damn it, that's a
definitely
grizzly scat. That's grizzly scat. I can recognize it.
Seems like there's a lot of corn for a grizzly bear.
Well, them corn grizzlies, they're very angry. Let's run.
It's 'cause they're
Away from the river because they like going to rivers.
vegetarian.
Is that a
grizzlies are
diamond there?
angry as grizzlies.
Why are we seeking to die?
dare to make friends.
Oh man.
Everything is a dare for Zeke.
No wonder he has
Oh,
numerous
man.
trying places.
Anyway.
I'm basically that's why I poop so much. It's basically a slot
He
machine.
can poop.
Jackpot!
He can poop on a dime.
Oh.
Well, next week on Kids on Bikes.
Our
Shout
new
out
player.
to Billy Not Brown.
And then
We
Millie is
trade
hit with
Jen
a
in
bullet.
for like, I don't know.
When
you
did
know,
you leave?
we got. So you remember that rumor that goes around town every, whenever new people move in or whenever like the military comes through to check on the radio tower facility to make sure that there's no like kids doing stupid things there because it's still government property, and apparently still got people working underneath it, I guess, where a whole bunch of people died in some sort of government massacre.
I remember hearing something about that.
I mean,
in school.
yeah, you hear rumors.
Yeah.
They're just rumors, right?
Well,
Oh dear.
I mean, rumors are really extensions of the truth, potentially retellings of the truth.
Okay.
So, like 2 decades ago, there was a major failure of in an experiment, and a great many people who worked at the facility. This is maybe 10 years of the facility being used. Originally, it was built as a radio test.
Toucan Dan, is your superpower telling stories without points?
Yes.
Back in my day.
We'd wear an
Toucan
onion on
Dan
the belt.
pulls
That
his
was the
belt
fashion
off.
of the time.
Whap!
So,
Whoa! I saw the future!
so you were telling us that a bunch of people died?
A good vast majority of the employees perished in.
10 years ago?
David just yells out, "We're kids!"
And this was
Okay.
10 years after the place opened, you said?
No, this was about 2 decades ago.
Okay.
So roughly
Playing in the
that would be like 64. So maybe like 25 years after the fact. But the building as a weapons research center, that was like 10 years. So like the first 15 years, it was actually
Hmm.
a radio, like what it's supposed to be on its surface.
Then 10.
And then we
the
added
government.
a biological weapons division underneath,
Oh dear.
because there's not very many people up here. It's isolated. We can do some fun research without too much risk. But there was catastrophic failure
Hmm.
in one of our projects, and that's when those of us who were left became unemployed, and so it's been about 2 decades. I did not realize that it was still an operational facility.
Hmm. So where's Lucas?
He doesn't know who Lucas is.
Oh, right.
Who? Wait,
his new best
the
friend.
one that he said was his new best friend that he wants
Yeah.
me to meet sometime.
Williams.
You will meet sometime.
Lucas Williams. I don't remember what his parents were named.
All I know is that his parents were all over those reports detailing us.
There is that.
Maybe you know Lucas's parents.
But do
the
any
guy,
of us know his
The
last
guy's an
name?
engineer.
There were a lot of engineers when I was here.
Better yet, we need to make sure that we get to the bottom of this, which I think we're going to be the only ones who are able to do this. Do you have anything that we could use, knowledge, information-wise, tool-wise, get us back into that facility so we can get to the bottom of this? Because we know we're being hunted down because of our special powers.
And also, we want to save Lucas.
And also, I need to save my best friend Lucas.
It's real simple. We just have to fight some monsters, and then we'll die, and then we'll respawn at save point.
He's been playing too much Frogger. Forgive him.
I think that's how it works.
Well, I don't keep
Any?
stuff from that period of time on me because
Danger?
Do you have it stashed somewhere?
danger and
Like a secret lockbox.
I do. I've got some stuff. I can give you some coordinates or a location for where you can go.
So
We'll put it in our GPS. Oh, wait.
So it's
So
not
just
in
Google
town.
Maps that.
So it's not in town. It's you buried a cache somewhere.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4 kilometers.
Oh, can you give it to us in like hint form, and then we'll go on a treasure?
That's about 3 miles
Like rhyming clues.
for the one American viewer.
Well, no, he's old enough. He's probably still thinking.
Oh yeah, right. Shit. That's right.
He still thinks.
5K?
He's probably like 60-ish, I guess. In 1984, so he definitely grew up on
Yeah,
the
he's like
useless imperial system.
I grew up on.
So yeah, I'm pretty sure when my parents still talk in like
Miles, degrees.
no
Fahrenheit.
Fahrenheit they still use,
Yeah.
and I'm just like, guys, it's not. When you say it's like 70 in the house, that doesn't mean anything to me. That means your AC's not working.
It's 21.
Right. So it's like 3 miles east of town. There's a tiny little lake.
No, it's not on the map.
It's not on the map.
Oh, wow.
It is on Trello though.
Oh, something we haven't been in a while.
It's
The Trello
it's
software system.
it's 4 kilometers east of town. There is
Oh, it's 2.6
where
miles.
where Bluffs Lake. There is
Mhm.
a cave there. I hid my stuff there.
That sounds like fun.
So it's a little over 2 miles.
If only we had our bikes with us.
Yeah, our bikes are back at the hospital.
Why? What might they sound like?
Oh,
Hold on. I'm gonna give my bike a whistle, and it's been trained to follow. Come on, bike, let's go home.
What is this, Knight Rider all of a sudden?
It's the sound of David's bike coming.
And you
Bike
say
rider.
it's your bike?
It's your bike.
No, you say it's your bike.
You say you trained your bike, but that's
Right. My bike comes and it brings David's bike with it.
it comes with a lasso and a whole party of bikes following it.
Okay, let's hop
And
on your
then
bike.
there they are, like bouncing up and down on their front wheels, all happy to see us.
It's also not very far to walk.
Okay, I guess we can walk.
I say we get those documents later and we just charge in without any kind of forethought.
Do we
and
not still
go
have the documents? What
get
did we do with those?
Lucas.
Well, he took them from me. Then they got passed around. Everybody read theirs, and I don't know what we did. That was in the
Didn't we
library.
put them back in the
Now, did
drawer?
No.
No, you guys you were looking at
I
them.
stole them in my inside pocket
Right.
of my trench coat. We read
Oh
them
yeah,
in the
and then I
library.
stole them, and then he didn't know what they were, going to be yet.
Yeah, well, yeah, but the last episode, we started reading them
Yeah,
at the library.
but then we also took something from Lucas's house.
A key.
But we also took some documents, didn't we? Didn't we find like?
No, those,
Yeah. No, there were some.
Oh
There-
yeah, you
Yeah, there was
found.
a box, and
you
then
found
he
a-
put it in his pocket, and I
box.
stole
that
it.
had the first files, and then there was more files that I found and took out of Lucas's house. That's the one
That's
that I
I
had in
thought
my
that
trench coat.
the
So-
ones from
Yeah.
Lucas's house were left back in the drawer.
No.
No, they're
Oh, okay.
They're in
the
his-
trench coat. That's maybe.
Maybe.
the
Well,
right
he
dress.
took them, and we all read them.
No, he didn't.
No,
No,
no.
you
No,
didn't.
because he didn't
The only
know
ones
what they
that
were
you've
going to
read
be yet.
Are
Were
the
the background
were the background
information.
stuff from the mirror?
Wait a minute, we're
Yeah.
sitting on these documents we still haven't read.
Apparently.
Yeah, you're gonna sit on them for
Well,
another session.
That's fair.
Well, now's not the time to read them. We clearly have to act.
Yeah, but we could act better if we knew what the hell was in those documents.
But Derek doesn't
You sure could.
You can't.
I
find
mean,
the
you could make
document.
a knowledge roll on them.
And then just tell us what they
A
are.
knowledge?
Can I? No, because I stole them from him, so I
What the
technically
hell?
would have it.
So that'd be brains.
Yeah.
So no,
Oh, Jesus.
I'd roll it. I'm rolling
What do you roll on brains?
What's your brains?
it. D10.
It's better than mine. Are,
And I'm the one-
are you doing this as planned so that we can chip in with
Wait a
the
minute.
university
Zeke.
tokens?
Do you know anybody smart?
A lot of people cheat off on math homework.
Why are you looking pointedly at me? I am 2 grades below you.
Which
I'm
explains
pretty
why
sure.
you get as good marks as you do.
Yeah, which makes it especially impressive.
But I'm the one who has the thing because I took it from.
Guys, let's not argue. We've got places to
How
be.
about we show them to Soup Can Dan?
Yeah, let's show him to Soup Can Dan. This is the best idea anybody's had all day.
Show our dossiers to him.
Just what would I have to roll? Because I want to roll it for one.
Well, if you're just gonna show stuff to Soup Can Dan, that is.
But what would I have to roll if I had
Roll
to
to not accidentally drop it.
So we found these
No,
documents.
roll
Water.
to,
Or in the
for me
fire.
to check boxes.
So handed it to him over the fire.
Probably more than a 10.
So we found these documents
Cool.
in
You
the.
being an 8-year-old and all.
Now,
We
Hey,
found
I
these.
know how to
Did-
turn a bike
pass
into
it to Zeke.
a super awesome bike.
No, I want Dan to read these. I want Dan to tell us in his voice what he found.
In his
I
famous
got
voice that we
7.
all know.
I got 7 at it.
Alright, so what. So yeah, we passed on like the dossiers because we've seen those.
Yeah.
And we're like, we
Alright,
found
so-
these, the mayor had these, or the
And-
mayor received these from a.
Yeah, from
A
what Lucas
psychologist.
called said was pretending to be a psychologist in the hospital.
Mr. Quack.
Yeah, quackface.
I can't think
Oh,
of
you
a
mean the
good
guy
place
pretending to be a
put-
doctor, the
Yeah.
psychologist?
Can't
Yeah,
think of a good place to
but-
put this ability.
he's like one of those Men in Black
You'll figure
guys.
it out.
I figured it out.
He's one of these Men in Black guys, and
It's like
the signatures on the bottom, those are Lucas's parents. Those are the ones that I wondered if you knew.
And so
I don't know a lot
while
of friends that I have by their signature. If you gave me any of your signatures, I wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that's Daryl.
while Dan or Steve Danielson is looking through the documents, you can tell that he recognizes this signature, but can't like do the placing of the
It's familiar, but he can't go, oh, this person did that.
yeah, like so. But he's not saying anything about that, and so while he's looking, he's like, okay, so these sort of background documents we've got. You know, the while this project was active, we would have been sort of collecting these types of notes on everyone that lived at the station.
Mm.
Do you think that the project's active again?
Something's active
Well, these
down
are
there.
pretty current looking, so it's possible that someone has. And you said you got these from the mayor.
Yeah,
The mayor had them handed off to him by one of the men in black.
Right, but he was in possession of them before we took them.
And this man in black was the one who gave the mayor these
Yeah.
documents.
Yeah.
I gotta say, you're handling all this really well, Dan.
Well, you know, I've seen worse.
Oh dear.
So the mayor Hiram McDougal, he is fairly new mayor. It's possible that whoever is currently running the facility installed him as the mayor to sort of keep the townspeople, because again, this town is new.
So you're saying it might go all the way to the top?
I
I
wouldn't
think
call
that's
the mayor a
definitely
top.
what
Yeah,
it's
I
saying.
mean, definitely like
He's definitely not. Never mind.
He's a bottom.
Somewhere
He's
above the mayor.
definitely a bottom.
I was gonna say I might cut myself off because I figured it would be.
The Prescotts are the top.
That's true.
Yeah.
No
You can't-
Prescotts, no.
You can't tell by my outfit, but
you're a Prescott,
yeah.
and he just sort of looks up and is like, sure you are.
Just close up the document, walks away with it. Like, what the hell?
He would know who
He's,
James and David
he's my
are.
brother.
He's adopted.
Maybe.
No, definitely.
What I
Because it
say
would
is
be
true.
ironic. So that's why. It's true.
It's true because it would be ironic.
That isn't helping.
That's how the Helenis Morissette song goes, right?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be ironic? Because it's true. Yeah, so these look like subject documents. Wonder if he's using the town as the subjects. And Dan sort of starts mumbling to himself for a bit.
Awesome. We have successfully distracted Soup Can Dan. Now we can get on with the rest of our plan. What was that?
There wasn't any plan.
We're
Oh,
just
right.
get charged back in there.
No.
The exact same way that
No.
we got in.
No.
And rest with Lucas.
We gotta
No,
go get
we-
Soup Cam Dan's stash with his
Or
permission.
we leave Lucas in there and
Go on about our merry lives.
yeah.
Forget everything
Just
ever
shows up
happened.
like 6 weeks later at school. Hello, friends. How is everything?
Everything
Big,
is
like-
great, Lucas. We
Hey,
all...
like, big
Yeah,
laceration on the side of his head
Big
where
Planet
they
of
put
the
chips
Apes scar.
I no longer skip leg day.
in. Something strange about Lucas. Maybe he's been eating too much boiled chicken.
Lucas's legs look great today.
Body journal. Today was a normal day where many normal things happened. But
Let's go get our bikes because I don't want to lose a bike
This sounds
again.
like Gladys from
Portal.
GLaDOS from
Portal.
Yeah, her song.
Anyway, so he's bumbling.
He looks at the other thing of, like, the little box of paper that was magically stashed in your
Trench coat.
Trench.
bottomless trench coat.
Trench coat with many pockets.
Who's the one with the Hello Kitty backpack? Or I guess whatever the 80s equivalent of the Hello Kitty. You probably have a Galaxy Defender
I
Man
most
backpack.
certainly have like painted it on the back. Like there's no actual official merch.
You probably got one of those, like, those canvas
Oh, yeah, he
side
does.
messenger bags.
Yeah, I got it from
I
this Army
have-
surplus
You've
bag.
pinned it up with all your...
Yeah, I've got my Eastern 999 turned upside down, so it's 666.
Yes. What kind of backpack do you have?
I have the Hello Kitty backpack.
What of it?
Hello Kitty is great.
Also doesn't exist in 1984.
I have the Strawberry Shortcake backpack.
Yeah.
That did exist.
Nice.
She is a wonderful
it's a
role model. She loves her friends
rainbow.
and strawberries. Rainbow Bright.
Rainbow Bright. Yes. Rainbow
I
Bright.
have a butt bag and a backpack.
You have a He-Man butt bag.
No, you've got a fanny pack.
A butt bag.
Fanny
Isn't
pack.
that just a fanny pack turned backwards?
Those weren't popular till the 90s.
That's what.
Fanny packs or butt bags?
I don't know.
That's what Australians call fanny packs because fanny means something different in Australia.
And in England.
Yeah.
So you have the little front pouch that you put your keys in and all that.
For your front butt.
Well,
And it's neon
I have
pink.
a baseball and a flashlight in there, and then I also have a backpack with a first aid kit. That's just a ton of bandages and a ration kit.
You didn't want to
Rations.
maybe give me some of those Band-Aids when I got
They're
shot?
just literally just small, tiny band-aids.
Yeah. All of a sudden you
then
see
you
You
like
would have used
8.
all of the band-aids.
Yeah, I mean,
there's 8 band-aids to cover the wound.
I would have,
a little
but
strip.
like he didn't tell me.
So is your ration supply like 2 granola bars?
It's like
That,
One and a half.
No,
he's eight,
trail
half
mix.
one.
Trail mix. Our,
no,
our parents are a little bit
it's
hippy dippy.
green-
It's
It's
just a box
granola
of
bars.
granola bars that he stole from the pantry.
And like whenever I
It's a
have to
box of
refill-
high fiber bars, and he doesn't know that's going to give him severe.
I'll have one of those. I'm down.
Well, maybe you won't stink.
Guys, I'll be back.
My bag
Alright.
is a Montreal Expos bag, in case anyone was wondering.
We were.
No.
Okay. So themed strawberry short.
It's not on me.
I
Like,
also have one of
have
those
it.
like burglar masks that I thought was just a
Oh, for
normal
God.
toque.
Oh, so you've been
Like
wearing
the
a
ski mask?
balaclava, but you've just always had it rolled
In the
up
middle of
in, like,
August?
in toque mode. You've never noticed that it was like a snowmobile pulled
Yeah.
in for under the helmet. That's fair. I'll live with that.
It
Yeah,
happens.
I'd probably have had my messenger bag.
Yeah, alright. So, Soup Can Dan opens up this little box of
The
documents from.
Yeah, Lucas's parents had those hidden and managed to find them.
Interesting. And he's sort of. It looks like. You guys can kind of see like you're like kids, so you're doing the trying to
Crane.
see what he's
and all
see what he's
yeah.
reading, and it sort of looks like potentially like a mission briefing thing. Nothing's like black lined out or anything like that, so it doesn't.
It's not redacted.
It just looks like a set of mission briefings, and whatever mission briefings look like. I
Is
don't
it
know.
the
what-
green and white dot matrix printer paper?
Oh yeah. It's got
Yeah.
the
Fan.
it's got the side
Strips.
Oh, I know
strips,
those
whatever,
so well.
the feeder.
Pin.
Yeah. And it's
132
it's
pin
still
printer.
connect. It's all still connected, so it folds
Yeah,
over.
it's a
Yeah.
fan fold.
And then Sukan Dan's like, oh, it looks like looks like there's potentially a new project that has started up. And he's just sort of like thumbing
Wow.
through, trying to.
That's a wholly different look for.
So, new project.
I don't understand some of the what's going on, and I don't know who some of these divisions are, but it looks like the team is getting back together and is potentially got a new project in the works.
And what's the project?
What's the project name?
I hate you.
It's got to be emblazoned right on the front, right?
Boy, do I ever hate you.
Project Minerva.
There you go.
Project Derek hates
Project.
you.
No.
Project
No.
Project Nosh.
Project LaCroix.
Project Two Rivers.
Secret Project Careless Whisper.
No. Hard no.
Hang on. We will flip to species section of the Teens in Space Bike space
See
book.
space.
Sharktopus.
Project Squillion. Yes. No. Project Raskog.
Raskog.
I say Project Manticore from Dark Angel. No one.
No. Raskog.
Raskog.
Project Crazy Taxi.
Yeah, this
Big
project
taxi.
codenamed Raskog. I wonder who that happens to be. There are no details in any of these papers as to what the project is. Only it looks like it's been on the go for the last 18 months.
18 months.
That's
That's
longer
tomorrow.
than-
What?
What? What?
18 months is tomorrow.
So-
I'm kidding.
18 months is of what?
I'm kidding.
So obviously we can piece together that something's happening. It's happening to us, and it's not good. If we don't stop it, who knows where it's going to go. Dan has been gracious enough to provide us with the coordinates to his stash.
Right.
No, let's go get our bike things.
How about we get our friend?
I bet the bikes.
No.
I don't remember where we left them.
We
I
need
guess
to go in prepared.
No
We left them at-
preparation.
we left them at the
No.
hospital.
Charge it.
No.
We all start
Charge
fighting,
it.
and like Dan's like, children.
The bikes are at the hospital.
Yeah, I don't want to go back to the hospital. Not with those bad guys.
Children!
And as soon as we hear Dan's normal voice, we calm down.
Yeah.
Oh, that soothing adult tone that we respond so favorably to.
It's like a lullaby.
It's a weird 1984 ASMR.
So Dan, did we get coordinates from you here? Sorry, my memory's a little foggy. I've been hit in the head a couple times the last few
Yeah,
days.
what did I say?
You said about
It's
3 miles
it's
east.
It's a cave on the lake. What do you call it? Bird Lake?
You need to go. It's about
Oh, I
2
don't want
miles.
it, but
2 miles east of town, and it is in a cave on Bluffs Lake,
Bluffs
a
Lake.
very popular beach on like the south side. Well, maybe for the slightly older teens.
They're busy in space.
Make out of space.
Yeah.
There is a cave on like the northeastern side of the lake, and I've stashed a few things that you may find useful there.
Any first aid supplies?
I've got some.
Just show 'em your band-aids.
I have some. Maybe I don't. Maybe I left in on my
On
bike.
your bike?
So maybe we gotta go to our bikes and get our bikes.
No,
How
because they'll be looking
convenient.
for them.
All right, let's split the party.
No,
Let's split the party.
no.
David.
Yeah,
can
David
go
goes to
his
get the
bike.
bikes. We'll all go to Soup Can Dan's secret hiding.
See ya, Dan.
So no, first aid stuff.
I got some basics. Got a little bit of gauze wrap
That'd be nice.
and some iodine.
That should do it.
Yeah, get that thing sterile and covered.
So I take care of that.
Dan, thank you.
How can we ever repay you?
Here is a $10 bill. Oh, that's also on my bike.
Wow. Wow.
Don't throw
You're
shade,
teasing.
Dan.
Teasing a homeless dude.
He's not homeless.
Oh, I would have given
He's
you money,
itinerant.
but
Well, it's not my fault. It's you guys' fault.
It's not. It's the narrative. We're just not where our bikes
Um,
were.
Are you okay for cash, Dan?
Of course I am.
how can we ever repay you, Dan? Let's hear what
You
he
can
has.
He has.
you can stay out of trouble.
And not
One.
die.
Maybe visit you every now and then.
But Lucas, we need to get in trouble to get Lucas out of trouble.
Shh, don't tell.
I mean,
We will promise we will not be in trouble.
thank you for your time, kind sir. We
It has
shall
been
be
very
departing.
nice and
We all will be departing and going immediately to bed.
Wow.
quick. Quick.
No, they're bullshitting you. We're gonna go to the stash, then we're gonna try and save our friend.
No,
Quiet.
that's not a thing that we're going to say out loud to our friend who could get in trouble if he knew what we were going to do.
Plausible deniability all the way.
No.
They say
no,
mildly
James doesn't
enthusiastic
buy
about
into
going home and going to bed.
James,
What
James
kind
doesn't
of young
buy
adults
into
are
that.
these?
No, James doesn't buy into that. He's too blunt. I'm not gonna lie to the guy.
It's James
He,
Blunt.
he's been honest with us.
You're beautiful. Maybe we can serenade you with a song. Collectively, guys.
Nope. I think we're going to leave collectively.
5, 6, 7, 8.
That's great. You're doing your counting skills.
Chanel, Schnozzle, constant effort.
La, la, la,
So
la,
we
la.
leave real quick before
Okay.
Keith keeps talking.
I think we should do our rendition of Careless Whispers.
No.
It's only fair he gave us the idea of where to go.
Don't. Please. Name of God, don't.
Any smooth sax will do.
All right.
No.
Maybe the Blade Runner saxophone.
No.
So then we, I guess, are walking.
I'm trying to drag him, but I obviously can't.
You're trying to drag Soup Can Dan.
No, him.
So we're going to head east.
Is that the montage song?
Yes. Bela Lugosi's dead.
I have the karaoke version up here, so we can all sing it together if we so choose.
Karaoke of what?
Careless Whispers.
Hard pass.
There's
I
words in
would-
Careless Whispers?
I think
I
there
would.
is.
I.
Yes.
No, James does not condone this.
David, what do you say you come here and you and I can sing this song together?
I don't know if this song has actually come out yet.
We're red cutting it. So it
Well, it came out in '82, and we're adventuring in '84.
No, this song came out in '84.
No.
So we're gonna head east, I guess, then away from the water.
Yeah, I'm
the
heading
music's
away.
getting quieter as you move away.
Actually, I think we head down following the water, and then we cut across into the town when we're close to it. Because I don't want to take a chance of running into those bozos again.
So we could take the main road into town,
Yeah.
like this crossroad here.
I feel
Oh, it did come out. It came out in
unsure
July. I thought the song came out in like December.
As
Hey.
I
So it has been.
take
This is probably the
your
most
hands,
popular song of all time right
lead
now.
you
That's
to
why they
And I-
named the
that's
project
why-
Project Careless Whisper.
Yeah.
I don't know
And
the
that's
song.
why I hate it.
Something
Yeah.
in your eyes
The Careless Whisper is
calls
definitely
to
like
mind a silver
top
stream.
5,
I
top
don't
40
actually know how
right
it
now.
goes.
So what do we want to do in order to so if we're here-ish
Yep.
on the map and we want to travel down the shore and then cut across the main road here, where is Bluffs Lake?
Buffs Lake, we have to go
Bluff
like
Lake is like
Down?
either,
yeah.
Wait, wouldn't we go past our houses so we could
No.
grab stuff?
well, you could grab stuff, but your bikes are at the hospital.
Yeah.
Where the
And I
I
don't.
could get my spare bike.
your spare bike
Is in several pieces.
has
Yeah.
been turned into
scrap.
parts for your new bike.
Yeah.
Does anyone
I'm just
know-
trying to
know how
think.
drive?
Do my parents are my parents like those type of that would have their own bikes?
Your parents?
Your parents probably have someone drive them.
Yeah.
No. But I'm thinking that they're like, oh, we want to be fit, so they bought bikes at one time.
No, in the 80s, they would probably be doing like rowing machines. They would have like a home gym, and that's how they would stay fit.
Hmm.
I feel like.
With the amount of money that they could throw around. Yeah.
Well, we could
Here.
ride a.
Okay. So about. Alright. About with the
There?
south end of town. Like, level with. Okay, level with there.
Yeah, there's our Michelangelo moment with Adam touching God's finger.
No, it was more like E.T.
Pulling.
No. God, Adam.
All right,
Adam.
so then
No,
we
God.
would go
Adam.
past Lucas's house, or we could
Go past.
skirt down this way and like go past Millie's house, and then we're about even. I don't know. I'm just making suggestions if we want to pass by something.
I don't think I have enough money to buy bikes.
I'm not saying we need to get bikes. It is a 5-mile walk in total. We'll be fine.
It just takes time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the
When
meantime,
I wake up, you know I'm going to be.
Here's a musical interlude from Keith.
That's it.
I would walk 5 miles. and
I
that
would
would take
walk
me
5
to my destination.
Just to be the man who got a stash of stuff from a crazy guy in the woods.
You say crazy homeless guy.
It's not homeless.
Okay, so let's go.
So I mean, we're
Do
there.
we-
I don't know. Like, do we encounter anything on the way that we need to? Do we have trouble finding it? I think that's our plan. Is just to go there and hopefully without incident. So.
Yeah, I'm basically wanting us to take as many back streets, alleys, and all that, so that
Well,
we're seen by as few people as possible until we get out.
There's
of town.
remarkably few people in this town.
I mean, it'll.
So there's cars right now, right?
No,
There
Are you
are
asking if
no.
cars exist?
Huh?
Are you
Yes.
asking if cars existed in the 80s?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I apologize.
Shame. So the answer to the question is Jen a good mother? The answer is no.
Why is
Liam doesn't know about
No
cars
judging
in the
me.
80s.
Yeah, they like cars were like nothing, and
Well,
then around like
but-
1992, just pew.
Just
Yeah.
like a Honda
You got to
Civic.
remember how many things that he takes for granted. We say no,
That's
They
true.
weren't.
Yeah.
they weren't. But Cars
But
is a little
cars,
silly.
though.
Cars is a little silly. You've
Cars
seen
existed.
World War
The-
II
the-
films.
The modern car,
Oh yeah.
There was cars in Rudy.
the same sort of car that you've
Oh,
been in would have
Jesus.
existed in
That was a good movie.
this period of time. Only instead of CD player, it had a tape deck.
Yeah,
My
Yeah.
car has a tape deck.
cars
My
would have
car-
been a little
My
bit
car had
a lot boxier.
I had a
Bigger.
vinyl player.
No, I had a Chevy Nova. It wasn't boxy at all.
No, but like that was like
That was
instead
60.
of your normal sedan, which is like sleek and kind of
Oh yeah, I
Yeah,
mean,
cars were
the-
definitely not as bubbly.
the
as
car
they
that someone's
currently are.
family drove was essentially a
It-
rectangular prism on top of another rectangular
Yeah,
prism,
and
Like the
the
old
corners were
Volvos.
slightly rounded, but that's about it.
and
Yeah,
it was
they
maybe
weren't very
20 feet long and
aerodynamic.
10 feet wide. It was a
It,
gigantic.
it was Ford that changed that around with their 5-seater. What the fuck was it called again?
The
That was
Ford
the first-
5-seater.
No,
Mustang.
no,
The Ford Fiesta.
no. It wasn't
Everything had
Fiesta.
wood panels
Yeah.
on the sides.
That
Except
might
for
be
the
going
No, that's
further
weird.
back.
Nothing has wood
except the
panels.
DeLorean. That thing was just solid steel and
Yeah.
weighed like 5 tons.
Everyone drove DeLoreans.
All
I can't believe
112
Liam
of
thinks
us.
I'm older than cars.
What?
So I can't believe Liam thinks I'm older than cars.
Well, that might be your failing as a parent.
Yes. So the car that you were most recently in is pretty much identical to a car from 30 years ago, which is kind of
Yeah.
embarrassing, but that's another story.
Yeah.
I mean, big oil and the present companies just made electrics look like they were stupid, slow, and boxy. That's part of the reason why Tesla made his cars like super race cars and
Mhm.
electric.
Uh,
With that boost, 0 to 120 in like 6 seconds.
You probably would not hop in a car. That would be a bit overkill, considering you'd get like across town in 2 seconds and then have to get out of
Yeah,
the car anyway.
I wouldn't want to hitchhike anyways.
And we
I don't.
have to roll down
As
the
few
windows.
few people see us and notice us, the better, in my opinion.
Well, James probably had, his parents probably had the cars that had the electric window option.
Yeah.
Everyone else had them.
Power doors,
had
power
the,
windows. Yeah.
Everybody who's sitting around the mic right now is doing the action of rolling down a window.
Oh, yeah, right.
The old
In the
hand crank.
80s, all us regular mud farmers had to roll our windows down manually.
Well, I always hated power windows because it was just one more thing to break.
I've never had power windows break.
Oh,
Kids on Bikes, you come here for the story, you stay for the stories about power windows.
Hey, it's a historic and nostalgic recreation RPG. I think you're
Hey,
allowed
hey,
to.
I'm allowed to bring lore. I'm the old fart. I'm allowed to bring lore.
So that's what that smell is.
No, that was
No, that's your shit in the woods. It's still
It's
trailing.
reaching
We're going
down
the
here
wrong
in town. That's powerful.
Owl Station evacuation.
Final
Someone has
chemical.
contaminated the water hole.
We have a code brown.
We had a code Zeke. Not again. Guys, why am I so unpopular?
Evacuate the compound. We must terminate project. Careless whisper.
Should've left one down in the tunnel.
That's a bad idea.
We are not ending this campaign on you pooping into a tunnel to smoke out the bad guys. Guys, I
That would be
have
epic.
never rage quitted a game.
Have you
So
rage
fun.
pooped again?
I can see it. We'll have to use probably a great big branch for leverage to break the way that Luke torqued. And then he's just squatting with his ass over it.
I mean,
Just
we could
massive
sneak in and
thump.
put it in the vents.
that's why Lucas didn't make it up by the time he got up to smoke.
That's what I'm talking about.
All the gas had
Just
settled
like,
down and he
"Meow."
was dead.
You just fainted.
You
Um,
have killed Lucas.
He
His
fell
superpower.
concussed.
Lucas's superpower is to withstand poop smells.
To get across town, we're gonna do some OD&D, and I'm going to.
So we're gonna fight things?
No.
Well, no, I'm
Roll for
going
He's
to.
gonna make us
Perception.
do like a stealth check
I'm
or some
gonna make
shit.
you have an a potential encounter, I guess.
Let's encounter someone.
Oh no, not the mayor.
The one hooker of town.
Patty, the daytime hooker.
It's like probably
We have one homeless guy. There are no hookers.
it's
a
You
hooker.
Someone's
don't know
always
Northern
It's-
Canada very well.
What's
I
that?
honestly
hooker?
don't.
Ask your school teachers. You really didn't teach him. What do you do at home with him? Just like sit him against the wall and be like, now just watch this until I get back.
Basically.
You really control his access to media, don't you?
yeah. Jeez, like which part of
I would
Netflix
normally
do
tell you,
live
but
on?
I do not want to be the guy for the like fifth child explaining to what a hooker is, because I've explained to too many people what a hooker is.
I like
What's
this has
a
happened to you
How,
before.
do you know what a
This is a life
prostitute
event?
is?
Yeah.
Nope.
Shit.
All right.
Usually I'm explaining to my friends when I was younger. I explained to a lot of my friends what their mother did
I
for a
don't like
living.
where this is going.
Hmm.
Oh, we went dark there.
Encounter.
I need a stealth check.
You got it, boss.
So this is flight.
Oh God.
So, can we do something where I make the roll and they do like they help? Because this will be a planned
No,
action.
no, I am totally okay stealth checking on a default.
Yes.
I can explode the crap out of this.
You won't.
I will.
You'll
one of
explode
you-
the crap
so
out of your
as
butt.
a group,
As a group.
you are trying to sneak across town.
Yep.
Oh, it should be cumulative. number.
The-
It's a planned action.
The people or the soldier dudes
Where's
You-
Lucas
are
when
we
I
know-
need
we
wandering
know-
around town.
Yes.
We this time
So
we're
you're
going to
trying
do
to
properly
sneak
and follow
around them.
his lead. We know he's the sneakiest fuck of us.
Do you have? Are you rolling a d20?
Yes.
All right.
Make it 20, we can all help.
I'm just like itching my toque and then I accidentally pull it down. Oh, so that's why it's so puffy.
Yep.
Is that his superpower?
It's-
He
Yeah.
has a balaclava?
Like that'd make you stand out.
Galaxy
More.
Defender Man teens or kids assemble in the form of psychic ability, in the form of touching things to read them, in the form to figure out a balaclava.
I'm gonna say.
Yep.
Y'all can participate. So, did everyone take their adversity token from
Yeah.
Yeah,
their
I did.
last
I
failure?
did. I have 6.
Cool.
Not till you're older. Sorry. Sorry. I apologize, Jen.
Oh.
Zing-a-zang.
Take a minute.
And then the light shows.
So luckily, I did not get an adversity token because I did not fail my flight roll earlier.
You're gonna need to roll
Uh-huh.
a 10.
Okay.
Everyone
Can help.
can drop adversity tokens to participate.
Uh-huh.
Everybody
so,
don't.
So to join in, we've got to drop one, or does this?
Well, if you
automatic-
fail,
I'm gonna
Yeah,
use
okay.
a treasure hunter token to find a potion of invisibility.
21.
No.
Nat 20. No lie.
Sweet.
Plus 10. Incredible success.
Oh, right, it exploded, sorry.
Take-
So 28 total.
well,
We
technically,
we actually
succeed by
do
18.
find.
technically in the rules, once an exploding die succeeds, it no longer explodes.
Oh, really?
So successes
Yeah.
don't explode?
Correct.
Oh.
However, we have been using successes sometimes.
We played Teens in Space on Super Wrong then.
Well, yeah, because it made it super epic,
Yeah.
which was fine.
That's fine.
And
Anyway.
so someone commented about that and was like, "Do successes explode?" And they're like, "They don't. They're not supposed to,
Yeah,
unless you
yeah.
like really want to make them super
Commented
epic."
on what?
On the Kids and Bikes Discord group
Oh, okay.
was making rules inquiries.
Okay, so even without the explosion, it's a success by 11.
No, 10. You said 10.
Yeah,
Yeah,
said
but
twice.
I also get a +1 to my roll.
Oh,
Right, so-
okay,
so-
right.
The character succeeds smoothly and easily. Likely, it looks like the character is just showing off, or that the task is done so readily that it happens without any effort at all.
So yeah, there's
You're
actually
going-
nobody in town, but you see me and I'm like ducking behind houses, I'm climbing over fences, I like jump into, I'm like telling everyone do exactly as I do.
You know what? I'm seeing it like a John Belushi. Like when he's like, and then he does his scurries, and then he like does his front roll and all that. You never saw John Belushi do that? Oh.
Twin Peaks,
I mean,
John Belushi.
I know who
Well,
you're.
that was it.
What
he
what
did that
media
in a
will
lot
you
of
reference that we don't understand, Jen?
Haven't I
romance novels.
already? Romance novels.
Oh yeah, that goth cowboy thing or whatever it was.
No shit. What was that?
I'm the
that
goth
thing?
cowboy.
Oh, that's
The
right.
what?
You said something.
About Rudy?
Oh, I've
No,
seen
not
Rudy.
Rudy.
Everyone's seen Rudy.
No, not Rudy.
Um,
I have
more-
seen Rudy.
So your wild success lets you.
It wasn't about
You
Rudy.
can narrate across
Okay,
town.
so
Ideally, you see some super soldiers.
yeah, we see
but-
some super soldiers, but
but
we're
are
like
able to-
ducking through backyards, over fences. We know where all the like holes in the fences are, and we easily make it across like some roads. We make use of like the long blocks wherever they exist, so that we can like skip any of these roads, and then like at some point we pass the public library, and
I assume it's probably like
and
the average child's bedtime right now.
yeah,
Should be around.
we
9.
we find some remnants of TP from the public library TPing, or was that their house? I don't remember.
That was their house.
Whatever. Anyway, so we
Oh yeah.
That was Raymond and
Alan?
Kevin's
Okay.
home.
yeah, but basically, it's easy for kids that are familiar with the town versus grown-ups that are not familiar with the town and are stupidly wearing sunglasses at night, so they can. They do not. So we make it across town easily, and then we find our way to the bluffs, and then
Cool.
we open the box. I'm getting too far in the narrative.
And it's empty. And
Okay,
it's
so we've
empty.
made it across. There's
No, and then there's a clue.
we are within throwing distance or yelling distance of Bluffs Lake. Let's say at this point.
right, and I say we need to go around it on the north because we don't want to run into anybody that's making out in the south.
Well, we can get some pointers for Zeke.
I need to learn.
That's creepy, dude. We're going north.
Dear
We-
Google, what is making out?
Google hasn't existed. I just practice on my pillow.
Oh, that. That's sad.
You never practice on your pillow?
No.
Alright, just me then.
Liam's taking notes.
Warm up a bagel in the microwave.
Yes, that is the song I referenced.
So if there is nothing else that you learned today, Liam,
Stop
the
eating
thing
bagels.
you should learn is that make out with a bagel that you put in the microwave for like 30 seconds, nothing more than that. Nothing with cheese on the outside, that'll burn your lips. But practice with that.
Okay.
You're gonna go home, there'll be bagels on the counter, you'll be like, not today, Mom!
I gotta practice. What?
Note to self, I no longer buy bagels.
So,
you want a son who's bad at kissing? That's weird.
No.
bad, maybe she wants a son that's bad at kissing bagels.
All of a sudden he grows up with this bread fetish.
So we skirt around the lake to get to the northeast
Oh, nothing like a sour
side. Did you say northeast?
Yeah.
Okay. Do we spot the cave?
I like it dark.
Is it easy to see the cave? Trying to stay on the narrative.
This has been out for a while. It's hard.
Yes. You can. The cave is not a wildly.
Now that we're far away from town, David, where's your flashlight that you said you had?
On my bike?
You're
No,
saying...
wait. No, I have my baseball.
Ah! Sorry, I just didn't say that David
No,
was
you-
there.
you
He had
had
a
it on
balaclava
your-
on. Scared me.
You had it on your butt pack.
Yeah, you said it was
Yeah.
in your butt bag, which, why would you put that on your bike? It's not a bike bag, it's a butt bag. You put it
No,
on
no,
your
the
butt.
butt bag he has on him. It's his backpack he doesn't
Yeah,
have on him
my
with
backpack
bandages and
had-
shit.
I have my baseball,
And
and-
flashlight, you
And a
said.
flashlight.
and then I also
8
have my
o'clock, it should be
balaclava.
starting to get a little dark.
Well, even
Yeah,
in the...
also,
even-
you're
in the
gonna
woods.
go into
A cave.
a cave
yeah, so having a flashlight is not a bad idea.
that potentially might open up
Guys, we
into
need to consider this. I'm a little scared.
a cavern.
I don't like going into this. This is not one of my normal crying caves. I don't know it very well.
How did your
No,
leg
like-
feel?
My leg, it feels...
Feel okay?
Yeah.
Kick the beat again. What about now?
Ah! Ah!
Alright, situation normal.
What was the point of that other than making yourself feel
I
better?
didn't actually do that.
Okay.
I turn on my flashlight.
Alright, roll a d20. No, I'm just kidding.
This is actually pretty
I'm
good
not letting
because
him go first.
in the image that's likely on screen right now,
Oh,
the
yeah.
the character image of David has a flashlight,
Okay.
and none of the rest of us do.
Nice.
I'm not letting him go first.
Hashtag nailed it.
If something's going at him, I want
Hashtag
to deal with it
precog.
first.
When he goes to try to kind of move me back, I turn off my flashlight so he can't see and kind of scooch, and then turn it back on. So then he kind of just is like, oh, because you're trying to kind of do
No, I
that-
was just trying to get in front of you, so if something is going to jump
yeah,
out,
you're
do
trying
it.
to get in front of me, but I,
Dumbass, I'm trying to protect you. I'm your big brother. Let me.
He doesn't want you to get hurt.
Allegedly, Big Brother.
I'm still his
You're
big
my
brother, even if
adopted
I was
brother.
adopted.
so that means you're not my brother, really.
I'm kind of cowering
That's
behind
not nice.
Zach. As we walk
What do you
through.
expect? I've been teasing him with it forever. Of course he's going to throw it back at me. Jerk.
Well, I'm going
Anyway.
first.
All right, you want
If
to
I
get eaten
hurl-
by a bear?
Let's go in reverse order by height. Him, then me, then
I'm going to end up in the
you,
rear.
then you, then you.
Is Millie taller than me?
She is 5'10" and you are 5'8".
Are we counting the end of my afro or no?
No. We're talking you with Jerry curls.
Woo! Switch up my hairstyle.
I'm not changing your character portrait.
I want to have cornrows.
Yeah, his parents
We
saw
stopped
it.
by a salon, and I was
Yeah.
like, "Mom, this will make me look cooler." And
I
she
wanna
was
look
like,
like-
"Absolutely."
Listen,
I
you
wanna
can have
look
them for your
like
first
Bo
day of
Derek.
school.
I want to look like Bo Derek.
I mean, do you?
10.
So do we
That
find
was a
anything
popular film at the
actually?
time.
I know what you're talking about. I don't think Keith does.
Is there a treasure chest?
What? I'm expecting to find a
Like an old army surplus locker? Something
Yeah.
like Foot locker?
Oh, Derek? Oh, here. Oh, yeah. Please let me look like
Oh
Bo
my
Derek.
god.
For our viewer,
I'm
Keith
just
is looking at
realizing
Bo Derek and has just realized what
my
the rest of
reference
us
was.
are talking about.
Oh god, I am so old.
Keith is the second youngest player currently at the table.
Yep. That's what I did.
Even when Gabe is here, he's the second youngest. So we have to.
Ouch.
I'm trying to trigger your.
Cars were made before the 80s.
But slightly before that, Bo Derek was in a movie called 10.
Yeah, that was 70s, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I like 10. Anyways,
So do we find
is it a
any like lockers
deep
and
cave?
stuff?
Is it a?
Is
From
it
the-
past the light that we get from the entrance? Or is it like pitch black except for his flashlight? Or is it dim and flashlight?
It's
Pitch black.
It's pitch black. So the
Okay.
flashlight goes in. You see whatever 30 feet in front of you,
Suddenly,
and then
you're screaming.
I'm looking. Do I see any footprints?
and then there's
It's just Zeke. It's just Zeke screaming.
wild. No, there's no. It doesn't look like. I mean, yes, because it's at a somewhat popular
Hmm.
lake. So people have probably sort of gone in and out on dares and stuff like that, but it doesn't look like there's recent
Okay.
serious activity.
So it's not like totally barren except for one set of tracks.
Correct.
Alright. So much for that easy clue.
Suddenly, you hear growling, and it isn't Zeke's tummy.
Suddenly, pineapples.
Suddenly, David's power triggers.
Hopefully, it doesn't actually.
Is it supposed to?
At some time, and it's getting close to the end.
Yeah. I'm gonna say it's got to go off in the next 15 minutes.
Well, it's
I started poking David right in the stomach.
Coochie, 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 coo.
That's
So, have we
creepy,
come
dude.
anywhere
Stop
close
it.
to the stash at all? Still windy? Do we have to figure this out? Is there bats?
Oh, there's probably bats.
I don't like bats.
I love bats.
Um,
Ish.
Oh, rich guy who gets scared by bats. You're Batman. Your parents are dead. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry for your loss as well.
What a bat
it
out.
looks
You
like
get to be Alfred. James is Alfred. Just nothing's going
I am not
Evil
calling him
Alfred.
Master David.
Because they left everything to their true son, David.
He just has to make work, but he's never been trained to do anything other than just.
Yeah. So going through the
Yeah.
cave is not going to be wildly complicated. What is everyone's? Does anyone have afraid of the dark?
Ooh, yeah, what is?
My flaws is I'm clumsy and I'm hated by the mayor.
Yeah.
Oh right, I didn't do dark. I did dogs and height.
Being abandoned. Don't leave me alone, guys.
No fears.
Oh, that's why you're so desperate for friends.
I have some fears.
Ooh, that gives
but
me
they're just,
an idea.
Sometimes I cry
turn
about
off the
them.
flashlight.
Sometimes they're tear for fears.
No.
My flaw is secretive, so that doesn't affect.
No one's afraid of the dark.
Are you afraid of the dark?
And that answers that question.
Unless
All right.
The movie's coming out.
That's spooky.
So as you are
No,
going through
invaders in
the caves,
Not a 14-year-old
816.
girl.
816. Invaders.
I don't think a lot of people know. I know what Invader Zim is, but I don't think a lot of people know.
Yeah, it's a
I
TV
did.
show for gothy little
They're on the shelf over there
16-year-olds
somewhere.
from 2001.
It's not a gothy show.
It was a gothy show. Yeah. Every single gothy girl in our school loved Invader Zim and had an Invader Zim backpack. All the 16-year-old goth girls.
be Gaz.
Yeah. It's not a normal princess show, but it's for girls.
So
It's Invader Zim.
cave
Yep.
something.
So
You're diseased.
you as you navigate
There's a ton of cans.
the caves.
There's like
Uh,
We start seeing soup cans along the side. We're like, we're getting close.
No, there's soup cans tied up like to like an alarm.
Yeah.
When you trip the thing.
Who's going to alert though?
Soup
The
can
bear.
Dan's evil twin brother.
Soup
Soup
can
can-
stand.
Broth cubed Stan.
So you do find
Moving on,
his
Bill.
Empty keg Greg. There it is.
Empty what?
Empty keg Greg.
Empty kid Greg.
Sorry, it took me a little bit.
Can that please happen?
well, MTK Greg is currently down in Yellowknife, but
He's away on assignment.
What type of assignment?
Secret.
he's officially
He's the
Soup Can Dan.
assistant captain for the Edmonton Oilers.
So because Soup Can Dan told you about his stash, he obviously told you roughly where in
The cave.
the cave it would be.
Yep.
You don't really have a significant amount of trouble locating it because someone rolled a 21 on their cross-town encounter.
Okay.
And once you get inside it, there are a variety of useful items, including some actual medical supplies.
I will take those.
There are
Cans of gourmet soup.
We have to sneak in though.
you have to sneak into what?
To the cave. Let's be quiet. But then, out of nowhere, we hear a bike coming. Sorry.
There are some other supplies in their
Weapons?
stuff from his desk and locker
I'm looking more for pass cards and
work
stuff
supplies. So he's got like whatever he left was so he would have had like his little
Name tag?
Lilu
Access.
multi-pass type stuff.
What is his hairstyle in the past? Did he go like straight mullet? Was he rocking something very embarrassing for facial hair?
like that. If he's 60 now, I'm probably assuming
Those
he's
are
still
super
a
greasy.
crew cut or some shit.
Well, so he definitely would have had like the military, just boring buzz cut, fade. But he probably wanted to keep like a rockin' mustache, but it was like slightly larger than like regulations. So it wasn't quite like full handlebars, but it did come down.
It's the cop stash. It's like the
Oh,
70s
yeah,
cop
yeah.
stash.
Yeah, state trooper stash. So it comes down. It's basically Richard's stash, but if it came down like another inch.
Down around there.
Yeah. No soul patch.
Oh wow.
'Cause they
No,
they didn't know what fashion was back then.
No,
Yeah.
I call him my dig it.
And then
Photo day was probably like 5 o'clock shadow. So he still had like a bit of stubble, but it was mainly just the stash.
Okay.
And it was very well combed down. And thick.
and for some reason he still had like embarrassing 50 style glasses, like the big thick rims.
Yeah.
But he's
yeah.
got them into like the 70s or whenever this was taken.
80s.
So they're like
Oh, he's been out of the.
Yeah, he would have been.
Or like 18.
He's out of service for like 20 years now, so
60s, I guess.
Oh,
so he would have been there
60s. Okay.
when it started up through, and he would have been there for 20 years. So
Guys, a thought just occurred to me.
so
Why
his
don't-
stash is like makes Tom Selleck's stash look puny.
What if we brought all this stuff back to
Wait, I
our
want to hear more
friend?
about the mustache. Sorry.
What if we brought all these supplies back to Sukan Dan? Got him to do like a reverse captive, say that he would round us all up, puts us into some sort of fake shackles or anything like that, brings us in, we'd be in the core, where we need to be,
David
where
Fox
Lucas
Slade.
is, breaks ourselves out right from there. We use ourselves as implant ourselves as like a fake Trojan horse style.
I don't know if they would let him go.
I don't
They
think
would if they came up with 6 kids with superpower, or 5 kids with superpowers, and one is already
Well,
here.
4.
4 kids with superpowers and,
And
a
another
balaclava.
And a normie.
4 kids with a superpower and one with a balaclava. We could Trojan horse our way into this with all of these supplies. I don't think they're going to worry too much about the scruples of one ex-employee if they show up with all their employee gear on.
But how would he even know that it's running?
He just says that he's part of a super secret mission, and he is taking us in.
Well, if we give him this stuff, he'll still have his badge.
Exactly. He'll have all the credentials he'll need. Even if they did take him out, he can say he was working super undercover for a while. He's bringing us in
For
as part of
2
a secret
decades.
mission.
But if they don't believe him, then he gets locked up, and we
With
are
us.
also locked up.
Yeah.
So I have the talking stick, and when I pass it to someone, they can take over and present their idea. So I am going to pass you the talking stick.
Did it work? Does the plan work? If I
blinked my eyes a couple times. Whoa, my idea totally worked.
You gotta use
Sure,
your
flawless.
Hey, if we just come up with the plan, can we trigger his thing so that we see if the plan works?
Boom. Ah, no, it didn't work. Boom.
All right,
No, it didn't work.
come up with something else. Try something else. All right, we're not doing that plan. We do this
What
plan.
if you
Bonk.
hadn't have just given me a
Will
concussion?
Zach,
Zeke.
see if you keep doing that, if in the future he gets brain damage.
I don't know. He probably already has brain damage. We've already hit him a number of times.
Oh,
Have you ever seen somebody who's missing part of their skull? And it's indented?
Just on the internet.
Yeah, on the internet, stuff like that. That's just me in the future, just big concave recession.
Anywho. We'll never know, though, because of your fro.
Yeah, that's why I have it.
Just grow your fro out.
All right, well, I presented a very awesome idea.
It wasn't that awesome.
All right.
I gotta agree with him. I didn't like it.
It's the first and best idea we have.
I think we get Sukan Dan, who is presumably stronger than all of us, to open the submarine-style turn thingy.
Well, we could always use a big branch.
Nobody else
Bridge to
tested it.
force
We just picked
Yeah.
the weakest, laziest guy to do. Did it work?
I was
No.
shot in the arm.
Yeah, exactly.
on
You
that.
shot me. It'd be like if somebody cut off my left arm and be like, "Hey, can you open this jar of pickles?" No, it's impossible. All right, well, no pickles for anybody. It's broken. Let's return to the
I
store.
mean, we also were set upon by the bad guys at that point, so we didn't really stick around to see if we could open it up. We probably could get back in that way.
Yep.
Now, question is how much will they have that watched? Because
There's probably a time of day that they will have it less well watched.
Yeah.
Like
I'll agree with that.
in the early morning or
Basically, that is more what I want to do is go down there, but we got to be prepared for what we're going to face down there.
Need to get my slingshot back.
I need to actually
That's
find
a
a good
start.
time to get my power.
And
David is saying this out loud because it's like, I bet I have a superpower. When is it gonna go off?
now,
We don't know what it is. So we
the
can't help
problem
you.
is what can we do for
Can I say my
Zeke so
superpower
his
just
leg
to,
doesn't freak out again?
try to?
Oh yeah, you're a liability.
Sure.
I mean, your leg hurts
Wait, I can't?
sometimes.
I can actually say my superpower for other people.
Well, we all know what everyone else's is.
Yeah.
Well, I can't think of it as the ability to move incredibly fast for short bursts, and the faster the speed, the longer it is sustained, the greater the exertion.
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 Yeah. So that's
So
my
basically,
Power.
you're able to do
So I'm
like
super fast.
He's the Flash, but only for a little bit.
yeah. Well, did you ever watch Agents of Shield?
Nope.
They had one of the Inhumans have that ability where basically could run super fast and then right back, but it was like a slingshot. Boom, boom, boom.
So you get to move really quickly. The longer your movement happens, the more physical problems. So if you wanted to, say, run across town extremely quickly, the physical manifestations of that would cause quite a bit of problems. Whereas if you wanted to like in
Dash
the
down a corridor.
instance when James tries to grab you and you just want to like shift over a foot so he
That's why
misses
he's
you,
doing all these things.
then like that might only give you like a headache. But if you were to like speed run all the way across town, that might cause you to fall into like some sort of coma or something.
Of course, given that today he gets a freebie or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, he gets a freebie activation. He still has the physical.
Brendan, grab
effect.
Lucas, come back.
He doesn't have to spend psychic. He still pays the physical
Well,
toll.
the thing is, I don't know it, so
Maybe you're like, I really want to go get my bike, and we're like,
Yeah.
you're like,
That's
we're
the
like,
idea.
there's no way you can be fast enough to go get your bike,
Yeah.
and then you're like, and then you have your
Yeah.
bike.
Want to
and
bet?
And then he falls over.
then you can boom.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. I really want to
Okay.
go grab my bike.
I guess.
Oh.
Act it out.
It seems on.
Act it out.
Yeah.
It's on brand for David, I think.
For the kid that keeps smashing his bikes deliberately into things, yes. Okay.
Yeah, if you can run to the dragon and back in 2 minutes, then we'll go with that. Yeah, I'm fine with that occurring in the next 20 minutes.
If that's what you want to do.
Would it take 20 minutes?
No,
Well,
No,
I
they're
mean
saying-
in the next 20 minutes on that
Although
clock.
I don't have practice tonight, so we can go longer if we need to. I don't have a heart. I don't have a.
That would be fun.
I don't have.
I have to leave here about 5.
Okay.
Okay,
There we
that's
go.
fine.
Got another concert to get to.
No, I'm going out to eat with my girlfriend because I love her.
Oh.
Can we edit that out?
No.
I'll put something cool in there, like I have to go fight
I have to go fight polar bears.
commie Nazis.
I have to go to Portland to save them from all the Proud Boys.
So real?
Yeah, real.
So-
Yesterday.
Cool. So, I guess you guys are still trying to figure out what to do now that you have a military box full of.
Yeah, I mean,
Lock and load, baby. Is there any weapons of any sort?
There's gonna be like.
Sidearm?
Yeah, probably like a handgun.
Nice.
45.
Guys,
I grab one.
I know how to use this. I've read enough comic books.
You hold it like this.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
Upside down.
I'm pretty sure the person.
No, actually, instead of that, sorry. Instead of that, I say,
That's like the
Galaxy
most
Defender Man doesn't use guns. Neither do I. And I hit myself in the chest and wind myself a little.
You know who else doesn't use guns? You like pointing it at yourself. I think probably the person who is most qualified to handle a gun would be Millie.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Give the girl who shot me in the back of the head with a gun.
She didn't
Thanks.
shoot you with the gun, did she? She shot you with a slingshot. Do you want her to get her slingshot and hit you in the back of the head again? No,
I
give her.
feel
You
like
had, you had an amazing
like
vision
James
when you got
should,
hit in the back of the head with
because-
a rock. See what happens.
I feel like James should, because
No, I think
he has like the cowboy style.
How many
Uh,
bullets? How many bullets are in the gun?
It'd have a clip at least, a spare clip.
I'm picturing a revolver,
Yeah,
like
it's,
No.
legit
it's
service revolver.
No, I'm seeing a Desert Eagle 45.
wow. That's more than a sidearm. Hang on, let me
That is your main weapon, sir.
let me query my American friends about sidearms. It's probably like like some sort of
It,
like
a
PPK
45 caliber is a standard sidearm in the U.S. For U.S. officers,
We are,
and the science guys
He-
would be treated like officers.
he is a Canadian science man from
So
the
it's a Walter.
60s.
So it's a Walter PPK.
Yeah, that's what I was just.
How many guns
A
are there?
Walter PP.
James Bond's gun.
I don't know who
uh,
James Bond is.
You know who James Bond is.
Well,
Daniel
not
Craig.
really.
No. Sean
What does it
Connery.
look like?
Pierce Brosnan.
George Lazenby.
Actually, I like George Lazenby. I was kind of pissed that it went to
that's
Roger
cool.
Moore.
Well, it's not cool. but-
Actually, the gun that I liked the most is the Mauser 1918. That was the one that was blocky and had the magazine in front. It looks so cool.
So Millie gets the gun then?
Well,
How many guns are there?
One.
one.
How many weapons are there?
One.
No.
Would
There
there
are
be a knife?
well, it'd be more like a multi-tool. There'd be like
So
Yeah,
it's a
let's give
survival
a
knife.
weapon to our 8-year-old.
a Leatherman,
No.
and there's probably like a Swiss Army knife and
Oh, I want to say something.
you know stuff.
I-
He was a science person, not like one of the
Yeah.
armed, so he wouldn't necessarily have like.
A full gear.
Oh,
but
which
they would
means
still
Millie
give
gets
him
like a
something
really
in
cool
case.
side.
Now, are there
Ooh.
any slingshots?
Does the
No.
gun have some sort of leg pouch thing where it wraps around the front of the leg that looks totally rad and not lame at all?
Instead of a dice bag.
It probably has like the holster that it.
Is it around the?
I
No,
I
it'd
grab
probably
all
be
the
a
small
side-
little
No,
cool
it'd be
looking
like a
things.
belt-mounted
Oh, okay.
holster.
I grab all the small little cool things.
You grab all the ice cubes.
Oh.
They're cool things. They're literally cool.
I pick up the postcards of half-naked women, which are in every army stash, and
Oh,
put them
yeah,
into my
definitely.
backpack. These are more like pinups
And
than
Mi- and
anything.
Millie-
You don't know what
And
to do
Millie
with
loses respect for you, and you just. blow
Millie, you
your
had
chance.
respect for me?
those. To lose?
Very,
I guess not.
I grab the. Okay, so what else?
What
was
percentage of respect do you lose?
Every all the
roll
respects.
a
D1000.
D8.
There, find out how much respect you lose for me. What percentage? 90%.
You are now a bug.
It was 90% of the
No.
respect I already had.
It was only 9.
Oh.
9% respect because it was double zeros.
That's what remains.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so it is like, standard issue. There's PPK 380, so there's only 6 rounds.
I will take some of the clothing. So if we want to sneak in, we can put it on some of the
So
tall people.
nobody's grabbed the pass cards yet.
We're going to take everything that's useful.
Well, I'm
I-
grabbing the pass card.
I grab all the small little cool, possibly useful things and put it in my fanny pack.
Butt bag.
Yes.
You can call it butt bag.
Sure.
So-
Every time we say butt bag, we'll put up all the different translations of what
No, we won't.
what that is.
It's just a
So
quick
there's a
little
Swiss Army
project.
knife?
It's
But
a
like-
Google.
There is a Swiss Army knife. It's the climber one. It's got the knife, the scissors, and the knot thing.
I gotta write these things down.
So if
Okay, so just
Millie's got the handgun.
Sidearm.
If she holds
so
like this.
it's just
No, she has to
that?
hold it in two upside down seas.
Deadpool showing off.
I think Millie
Brooklyn
would have used a
Nine-Nine.
gun before.
What's that?
Millie
She
would
Ren
wouldn't,
pool.
she wouldn't have used like a gun, but she would have shot a hunting
Okay,
rifle.
so
Yeah.
what were all the
Liam
cool
shot
things?
hunting rifles.
Long rifle.
There'd be a Swiss Army knife. There would be probably
I mean, maybe your dad like took
a
you
wristwatch.
to the range and just like here, try the handgun.
Radium.
There would
Close
be
enough. Yeah.
some sort of notebook.
Ooh, I
Uh,
want the notebook.
Yeah, I don't care about a notebook.
okay, all right.
But
There
there
has
was a
0
watch.
notes in it.
There would be a calculator,
Ooh,
probably
I
like a
wanted
TI
one for him.
83.
Yeah. So how'd you write calculator?
CALCUATOR.
C and what now? Wow.
Cal.
CAL
Cole.
CUL
Ator.
ATOR.
It's ER.
Let's try and get them to sound it out before you give them
You can
answers.
write TI 83 as well.
It's a programmable scientific with
It's a
bubble
graphing
memory.
calculator.
We'll be lucky if it is not a dead solar calculator.
Well, yeah, no, it's definitely dead. It
Yeah,
just
but
needs
it's
to sit
got a
in the
bubble,
sun for
bubble
like 10
memory.
hours.
Bubble memory never goes away. It doesn't need.
You do the thing where you're like,
You've got a gun.
Hmm?
You grab the multi-pass. You grab the
I already grabbed the
notebook.
medical supplies, but I'm also grabbing
the
like
20-year-old lab coat that
Yeah, I
probably
mean, we can-
reeks of mold.
TI 30.
80.
Now, is the
83.
lab coat
Oh.
long enough that somebody could sit on
Jesus
somebody else's
Christ.
shoulders?
No, you two are grown-up size. This guy,
For
yes,
us.
this guy could be a grown-up size too.
Maybe him.
Hi, I'm Dr. Doctorson.
We're not going to let him though.
Are there
That's
are
why.
there any supplies that you want to grab from the box?
There's a Galaxy Defender man.
Is there
He
a
already
Galaxy
grabbed the
Defender
dirty,
man
Wait, so
coming?
wasn't there also a
Pictures.
watch?
A watch, mechanical watch,
But like one of the old.
Radium dial.
probably like a Seiko.
Oh yeah, calculator watch. That's what he's got. It's the calculator
Oh,
watch
yeah,
together.
No,
Sure.
not in the 60. Not in the 60.
I was gonna say, like a Seiko Astron
Okay.
SQ35.
He's got a prototype.
Yeah,
So I got a
moon
Swiss Army
phases.
The very
and-
original quartz watch, but you probably just have a calculator watch.
What? No, a watch
In the
and then a
60s?
calculator.
Sure.
Is the
Casio.
stuff in here from the 60s or the 70s or the
It'd
80s?
probably be from the 60s.
Maybe it's a
There wouldn't be
prototype.
a calculator.
Oh, so it would have been
I'm
very
going
early.
to-
I don't
grab
want a calculator watch.
The little
No, I'm
bottle
just
of
saying what
pills
you
with
got.
no label on it and just chuck that into my bag.
Fastest
Cool.
army knife.
So supply closet is empty.
Cool.
You're getting ready to make plans to go do something.
Is there some kind of cool song playing in the background as we're like gearing up?
But we
No.
You mean like that's not sunglasses at night? Nah, that what? Clearly, this is your montage music right here.
Velvet Underground.
No, your
Oh,
montage
tomorrow.
music is "Whip It" by Devo.
Really? Okay. All Tomorrow's Parties. Great song.
Why don't we all reconvene at Lucas's house because we know his parents won't be there,
Well, why
and we
do
know
we
where
know
it
that?
is, and we know we can eat some boiled chicken there and have a good night rest.
No, it makes more sense to go to my place.
Our place.
Yeah.
You were adopted.
Whatever.
Why don't we just go to
Mr.
the?
Adopted.
My parents aren't there. The nanny won't give a rat's if I say I'm bringing friends over. And we don't have to deal with explaining things to your parents, or your parents.
Well, but didn't we
Parent.
in one of your
Parent.
All right, whatever.
wasn't there pictures of your parents in town when they were supposed to be out of town?
But they're not coming back to the house. They're in some compound or something else.
Ooh.
My mom
And
went
I
to a
could
yoga
ca-
retreat.
And I could catch up on my shows.
Your stories. Gotta catch up on my stories.
Yeah. He actually knows how to program his
Sounds like it's
VHS
raining
to
here,
tape
but
it.
I just realized it's a fan. Oh no, it
It
is.
is.
It's
It's.
raining.
I just got like my phone kept buzzing for a thunder watch.
That.
Yes, that is
Yes.
exactly what I was thinking, but I didn't want to say it out loud.
That's acceptable montage music.
Meh.
Cut to it's like everyone's like it's like all cuts to different shots of people. It's like Zeke and then
David's putting mud on his face to make his like face like camouflage. James is like
No,
gearing up
I put mud on and then put my bilacqua down.
over the mud. Millie's like examining the gun. You know, Zeke's in the corner having a poo. Like,
Millie shoots me again.
Well, that's one less bullet.
back on the street.
All right.
Lucas is just in the chamber somewhere, just like rocking back and forth.
For no reason.
No,
he's
he's
like, he doesn't know why,
doing
but he's like,
push-ups.
oh, yeah.
Like he's just
He's doing push-ups
He's
in his
found,
own
he's
chair.
found a bar. Like he's doing.
But when it cuts to him, he's singing it, and he's singing
Back on my feet, the man in his feet to survive. 46, 47.
Body journal.
Body journal.
Wait, is there like cool
Well,
sunglasses?
I want
No.
body journal. I've been in this hole for 3 to 7 weeks. Easy.
Is he Batman?
But I'm trying to do his voice.
Body journal. I don't know.
I've done 3,000 push-ups so far.
Okay, let's just
5,
go to our
6,
house.
7.
You have to leave in 5 minutes.
All right.
And
So, this is us gearing
Just
up to rescue Lucas.
exactly, and we're all just looking at each other and be like, Lucas, we're coming for you. And then Lucas is just like, I know they're coming for me.
I feel it in my chicken.
I feel it in my muscles. What's that, righty? Oh yeah, they are coming for me, lefty. Don't you
No,
worry.
He's actually like, because he's in a military complex, they're just feeding him like
Rations.
rice slop.
But he's not eating yet.
So he can like, he can totally feel his pipes getting weaker.
I need nutrients. Boiled, like the slot opens, like boiled chicken. He's like yelling out of it, boiled chicken. I said boiled chicken.
start eating like.
Alright, so
cockroach.
are we calling it there? Is that our...
Yeah, join us next week.
Join us next week when
We raid the compound!
When we
Okay,
spend
so
an
he
entire
never
session
shot
rescuing
off his
Lucas
We'll
with
do that at
Gabe
the very
sitting right
start.
there.
All right.
Unless you want to shoot it off right now.
Where'd you
Well,
get
we're
your
all
bike?
getting ready.
Why is your bike here? How did you get your bike?
No, all of a sudden we just notice like his bike is leaning against the cave, and he's like, "I'm asleep."
We're all doing our
"What?
montage.
What?
Please.
Yes, at the end of the montage.
Dang, they're actually calling for hail too.
Ooh.
It hailed yesterday where I was.
What is this? This is
Environment Canada.
August.
Well,
Yeah.
we got to the part as the kids on bikes where we're talking about weather. So we'll see you guys next time.